Good evening, happy holidays, and welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Tonight we gather here for the 2021 edition of the Giving Games, where local businesses and the BSU production team face off in some Call of Duty. This year's Giving Games features a 3-match seeding regular season followed by the playoffs, and tonight we'll take a look at some of the action from those first 2 matches. My name is Adam Cheesy McGuire, joined tonight by Brenner Ladd. Thank you so much for joining me, and how was the holiday weekend, my friend?
It was good. I stayed home, made my own Thanksgiving meal, and then did homework.
No, okay, perfect, perfect.
Yeah, just what everybody needs is homework on Thanksgiving break. But it was good and got a lot of gaming in too, so that's been fun.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Again, Cold War is the option as far as these crews are concerned. And as we take a look at this year's games, we have to keep in mind the effect of last year's games, talking about ICCU East and West being very, very strong as last year was concerned. And supposedly this year, coming in hot and heavy just as well. What do teams need to do in order to go toe-to-toe with these two crews?
Yeah, so this year on the Cold War, we already had our first week seeding, which I actually did participate in as well. So going into the next round, it's definitely, we know a lot about our next opponents. You know, I played with the ICCU West as a sub for them, but now they got the full squad in. And ICCU East has a ton of star players, and they're all about the quick scopes from my own personal experience of just getting destroyed by them. And so you have a lot of scouting potential. And now with a map change, because last week we were all on Apocalypse for the first map, so going into the next one, furthest hard point is going to be Moscow going in. So another big open map. So to counteract kind of those quick scope snipers that we see a lot of high level players in multiple teams do, you want to be able to close that distance and hug your corners.
Absolutely. As we take a look for those who need the finer details of best of 5, hardpoint, S&D control, hardpoint, and followed up with surprise, yet another S&D. As you mentioned, starting on Moscow this time around, hardpoint cannot play the same map twice, and the losing team, as per usual, will be deciding the fate of the next map. Personal favorites, we're talking about Moscow coming into this. We mentioned Apocalypse last week. Anything in particular you want to see either of these crews kind of lean on as far as, map favorites?
Map favorites wise, I think you definitely want to keep it close to the belt just because you don't want that many teams to know what your favorites are. And you only have so many options to pick from, especially since you can't choose the same map twice, as we touched on. So especially for maps like Search and Destroy, where we see so many quick scopers take utilization, they don't normally do that for Search and Destroy. They try to take much longer drawn out fights because you want to survive, since it's a live or die situation. You're not responding for the rest of the round. So I think people want to more play towards their gun style rather than their map picks.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far as today is concerned, everything for charity. The charity this time around, the Idaho Food Bank. And so again, thank you to all of these teams for stepping up and doing it for a great cause on top of everything else. Here in just a second, we will get you a standings look at where all of these teams currently reside. Right at the top, as we expected, ICCU East 2-0, Java Express underneath them, and no surprises here. Boise State production, not only good behind the camera, but in front of it as well, rocking that 3-way tie for first. You got the Idaho National Guard 1-1, ICU West following them, as well as Trailers Plus. And at the bottom, unfortunately, not yet quite finding a win. Drop in Gaming, but Go Out Local. Don't forget, we'll have that matchup later on today. It might actually, if I'm not mistaken, be our first match going into the evening.
Yeah, some good things to look forward to, because those top 3 teams are definitely ones you want to watch out for. But now going into kind of this first week's, I don't want to say losers bracket because it's only the second week, but these 0-2 teams, they've definitely got a lot to prove of. They don't want to be on the bottom, so they definitely want to come out with a win from either side, because I believe being a best of 5, they have a lot of chances to do that. And one thing that we've seen in other games that kind of pro esports players do is you don't really want to throw the first round, but you give your opponents every opportunity to show you what they got, and then you can go into round 2 to counteract that because you have that small buffer.
Yeah, taking that quick second to not only check your gameplay, make sure everything's good as far as that's concerned, but what you can do to maneuver around what's working, what's not, just kind of an intel game on top of the intel game. But as you saw right there, first match going to be Dropout Gaming versus Go Out. So we'll see, as you mentioned, just a lower end of the bracket today as we take a look at Doc's keys to the game. As far as Cold War, know your call-outs. Definitely one of my weaker spots, but hey, start fast and easy on Prey. Disorient with tacticals and never take a fair fight. And of course, Doc's keys to the game brought to you by Drop-In Gaming. They're the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or just a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you to begin your competitive journey. Sign up up at dropingaming.com. Brenner, again, know your call-outs. What do you think, for those who are just abysmal at this, how much of a factor is that actual information gathering as far as these rounds are concerned?
I mean, in these multiplayer maps, it is a much smaller contained map. Coming from a Warzone player as myself, the map is the giant map. It's a Skyrim-sized map. So going into it, you go by locations and then buildings in that location. Whereas just on a multiplayer map, it's much smaller. And so you can just say A or B and what side of it is based off of your spawn, which helps you allow it to learn it. And as the match goes on, you will just come up with callouts as a team. And having these teams already played together for so long, they've definitely already developed them and have a knowledge of these maps, as this is Cold War and it's been out for a while. So going into stuff like Moscow, you could easily say, oh, he's at the bust of the head. Oh, he's on escalator. Oh, he's coming through the glass doors on their side of the spawn, so on and so forth, because there's just notable points of that map on this map. So going into this round, already seeing a lot of SMGs from both sides and a self-stun as well. So things starting out well. Yeah,
absolutely, man. Again, Drop In Gaming versus Go Out Local. Moscow, hard point to start things out. And again, as you mentioned, Drop In Gaming already looking pretty good as they make their way onto the point. And shots coming out, not going to find their initial target. So Father Time taking a little bit of a nap there. But it looks like Shiny Tsunami opening up pretty strong.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle of these SMGs or really high rate of fire ARs like the XM4, the FFAR, or maybe even the FAR if they want to get cheeky with it. But a lot of people are going to be sticking to this MP5 on the side of Drop In Gaming, it seems.
And great moves again by Shani right there, able to move on up. He's looking through the window. We definitely know that he's walking into a nice group. He'll take the right side out, take some time to recover, and should be able to set up as far as this next fight is concerned.
Yeah, it seems the side of Go Out Local is definitely aiming for the longer range engagements as they are running mostly ARs, as we see Stinky Bite even get the elimination with the Farah, which is definitely a longer range AR rather than all the MP5s that Drop In Gaming is taking.
Right. And again, they just want to play fast, heavy, right up in their face again on that hard point. You got to be dive bombing, or you can take that option to just start dive bombing. It looks like it's working out again pretty well. Not even a tick yet for Go Out Local. Drop In Gaming looking pretty strong here.
Yeah, but at the same time, we did see Drop In Gaming get the first team kill of this matchup up onto each other. So the trophy system's already coming out, as we've seen in week 1. Trophy systems can save your life if you throw it at the right time to block the bullets. So we see Artsy get taken out by Tsunami, but Drop In Gaming is definitely having a dominating performance so far.
And a nice strike right there. Is Saint going to be able to get onto the point, drops on in, and Stinky is right there next to him. So a nice piece of aggression there. Should trade this over. Just kidding. It looks like it is going to continue to stay in the hands of Drop In Gaming.
Yeah, Tsunami's being the star player for Drop In Gaming, getting a 3-piece all by themselves on that point from the final members of Go Out Local. So they definitely need to have that solid team push that we normally don't see in Call of Duty. Yes, it's just run and gun and murder everything you see, but Tsunami getting a 2-piece once again.
Yeah, he's just feeling himself today, doing real strong. Finally brought down there by Metal, picking up their own dub. And the hardpoint is now going to change positions here. And it does look like Go Out Local should have a first priority if they can get on the spot.
Yeah, they had to make that commitment to go there early, but Tsunami with the artillery and cruise missile is going to take them out on the point as he goes in to take it back, even with the pistol attempt.
Metal doesn't know, now has eyes, doesn't want to fire, decides right then and there that's when he wanted to shoot. But I felt like he had a line on there for a little bit longer. Again, Metal looking for more. As Go Out Local looking to defend, looking to get some points on the board here. They finally have their first cap, and it just is so easy for the side of Shiny Tsunami with Trey.
Yeah, talk about a one-man army right now for Tsunami, as he's just been getting consistent multi-kills. But it looks like Stinky Bell will be able to take out Time, but gets quickly eliminated by Dubs, coming back with his own 2-piece. Dropout in Gaming showing why they are not going to stay in that last place spot.
Yeah, and you take a look again. Shiny Tsunami was just looking so strong early in the game, consistently lighting up the kill spread. And as far as the rest of the team, they're able to clean up whatever's left over. So it works out great for them. 106-31-32 as they have the early connection here on the point. But St. Nick Man dropped pretty easily. Shiny Tsunami again picking up 2.
Yeah, Dubs was there hiding behind the bus as well, but it looks like Metal's going to come back and get his own 2-piece. So we are seeing good signs of life coming out from Go Out Local. Only having 36 on the board and 107 on the side of Drop In Gaming. Things are not looking good if you want to win this match.
Dropping down, Tsunami finding yet another third for himself. And again, this point is just not... It's not looking good for Go Out Local, which is kind of in the situation as far as this map is concerned. But Metal just guns on in, guns on down, will fall in the process, but gives Go Out Local an opportunity.
Yeah, King Boogs got close to the back line, eliminating them as they were running out of spawn. As we see Tsunami even get the headshot. Believe Tsunami might even swap over to a sniper here soon, just because they have free range here. But now with the hard point swapping over, her drop-in gaming was already there preemptively, so they cap it right off the bat.
Yeah, Go Out Local does have an opportunity. It's definitely not out of their grasp. They just have to tighten up the screws right now. You see the trophy system going on out. They can hold this in this precarious position. Should be okay, but it looks like, again, drop-in gaming getting there, and with relative ease at that. King Boosh.
Yeah, having the advantage of the high ground, we know so famously works in their advantage as drop-in gaming coming in from that south side of the map. Oof. Stuns coming out as well. That trophy system just too far back, not on the point that you want to see.
The amount of patience you have there to just sit and wait as all of those, tacticals, lethals go whizzing right by your head requires some nerves of steel. But Go Out Local put a couple of points there on the board, and it looks like St. Nick will continue that as far as Go Out Local's stance is concerned.
Yeah, but once again, Tsunami's the only one of his team that's actually on the point that we can see as it's getting ready to swap over. They're so close to winning already at the 145, and we can even see that Tsunami's on a 5-man killing spree right now, so he's definitely trying to get more kill streaks.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we're going to take a quick look at some settings because why not? Got to make sure we're lined up and good to go. Shiny Tsunami going to be uncharacteristically dropped, but it is metal, the other menacing force as far as Go Out Local is concerned. And yeah, you look at that, 33-5 as far as Shiny is concerned, unrivaled as far as the rest of the board.
Yeah, but it's nice to see that his teammate Dubs is also doing his job of staying on the point to get those points as quickly as possible. Metal's at least breaking even for his team. Has some great plays coming out. You
gotta love that, man. Kind of the disrespect gives, knocks him off kilter for a quick second, or at least you could hope. It always feels good, especially when you catch it on the stream as well. But again, drop-in gaming looking good, 171-55. It's kind of been the story as far as all things are concerned. Metal looking to get up in Shawnee's face, but is going to learn the lesson that 36 others have as far as this match is concerned.
Yeah, we do see Tsunami's streak finally does end as even more trophy systems are going to be thrown, as it is the only activatable that was really useful since these are the CDL rules. A lot of stuff has been banned here. But
nice shots there coming out of Metal, looking for the two-piece. Doesn't necessarily get it. Trying to find his way out. Kind of pinched from every side. Going to fall there as it does look like drop-in. Should collect the point as well.
Yeah, Go Out Local really needs a solid team push to take this hard point as drop-in gaming is so close to winning. They're even still running the very close range weapons that haven't been really paying off for him just yet.
I thought Metal was going to have a highlight reel play there. Instead, just gets the one. The other three members of drop-in gaming able to cover as far as that area was concerned. So we'll see, 202.66. And Go Out Local is looking for really anything at this point, but Shiny Tsunami is just opening up and having a field day. Great move there. It's going to meet his demise by the hands of Metal.
Yeah, the smoke rate's finally coming into use that we want to see from these teams as it cuts off so many sight lines. They have to push you, and since they're running the SMGs, that's exactly what you want. But now with 202 on the side of drop-in gaming, the pressure is on for Go Out Local.
And that rotation of the hard point right there is going to be real tough for Go Out Local. Again, fighting a 4v3, but getting flanked by that fourth member that's going to be missing from the point. So we'll see what that means as far as Father Time is concerned, if they'll be able to clean that up. Or if they'll even need to, Shiny Tsunami comes face-to-face with Metal and wins that exchange.
Yeah, that MP5 is so lethal at the close range. That's why it's been nerfed so much throughout its lifespan in this game. Which is why drop-in gaming is having such a strong hold of the point as they're just getting consistent eliminations. But now Go Out Local is coming back.
Absolutely. They should be able to move their way on here, and they need to do it and hold on strong. If they're able to do so, it gives them a fighting chance. Again, few and far between 235-83 is concerned, but a last-minute surge has definitely happened in these games. I've seen worse comebacks, so we'll see. Shots coming through, not ringing true. Father Time doing a little dance, finally getting dropped down by Stinky.
Yeah, we did see Go Out Local also do their own team elimination as Tsunami comes in from the rear and is able to eliminate Metal. So the flanks are really what has been so successful for drop-in gaming because they have that advantage of the map. And they know exactly where the point is as they come in. Tsunami getting another three-piece.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you going to be dropping their Father, finding that one, and they are just planted here, man. It's like a community garden. You're just farming the bodies and using them as fertilizer here as the hard point is going to continue to tick here. And that is game number 1, Drop-In Gaming, here on Moscow Hardpoint.
Yeah, strong start for drop-in, but you hoped that Go Out has learned a lot from that first game, as we talked about, possibly dropping the first game just so you can learn a lot in the next. But Of course, player of the game is going to go over to Tsunami.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of those things where you start looking at, the S&D round coming up here in just a second. Arguably a harder, more tactile mode, less room for mistakes, if you will. And if Shawnee's going to keep dropping 3 and 4 pieces, that could be pretty disastrous for Go Out. But again, continuing on, Idaho Central Credit Union, as far as today is concerned, apply for the job for the best place to work in Idaho, Idaho Central Credit Union. Now hiring for positions like software developers, server administrators, workstation technicians, information security interns, and DevOps engineers. Learn more and apply today at www.iccu.com/careers. And again, we are here at the Giving Games, and as far as our first match, Dropout Gaming versus Go Out Local, and so far everything looking Dropout's way.
Yeah, they had the very dominating player. They definitely had their win condition of Tsunami well met, and Metal, being the star player for Go Out, did his best, was breaking even, but the one time we checked in on Tsunami, he was 33-6,
yeah.
So it's hard to not highlight that player as kind of being the win condition for Drop-In Gaming, as the rest of their players were doing fairly well for breaking even. So going into this next one, especially for Search and Destroy, if Go Out Local is able to take out Tsunami early on, I can see them winning the round easily.
And that's more or less what I was kind of talking about. If they do have that one little slip up, the House of Cards can, in fact, come tumbling down. Whether or not that will be the case is going to be the question, but I absolutely 100% agree with you there. Is that, again, as far as a win condition is concerned, I mean, the guy was dropping streaks a minute into the match, minute and a half, so you definitely have to keep your eyes on that. But as we move into our second match, not entirely sure as far as what map they're going to be running. That will go into the hands of Go Out Local. And we'll see again as Dropout Gaming is, very, very strong showing, kind of just running that entire round.
Yeah, they had very strong first showing, so going into Search and Destroy next, they might have a different play style, especially since the running gun SMG won't really be the best for a Search and Destroy type, with both being on each side. So it looks like already Go Out Local is going to be going over to the side of snipers, with Metal having essentially that op on his side.
All right. So it's a quick look right here in the middle of the map. Shot's going to come through, and that one's going to find one. Father Time just going to meet his demise, and they run right back into it. No remorse for their fallen comrade.
Yeah, not even going to try to shoot through the wall, as that is possible for this match. Just not as strong as it used to be as in Modern Warfare, but Cold War can still do it. But finally, Go Out Local is going to lose their first member, as they realize that Drop-In Gaming is going for the A push. So already we're going to see their last 2 remaining members go for the rotation over.
Looking for the shot, not going to find it. Mowed down there by Shawnee Tsunami, and it looks like C-Dub's going to fall as well. Drop-In Gaming picks up that one, so they'll find the first one right off the bat.
Yeah, Go Out Local had a very strong start, able to eliminate 2 members very early on, but as soon as they got onto point and Tsunami had that advantage with the MP5, he was able to utilize it and even win the sniper battle against Metal. So things looking very good, does the swap over. So it looks like he might even be running overkill with the XM4 and the MP5.
Did we say 3 kills? Was that what we were talking about, Shawnee? Putting in 3 and 4 each round? Because that's pretty indicative of what we just saw. Again, Dropout Gaming took a pretty large chunk out of themselves early on, and for the fact that, he can hunker down, clutch it out, straight moves right there from Shawnee.
Yeah, that's also the perk of being in a 4v4, is that it is not the typical 6v6 that we see in every Call of Duty mode. It's much more contained in between these members, but hopefully we do not see another friendly fire incident between these 2 teams. As it looks like Go Out Local now on the attack. Might be heading over for a possible B plant, as already Shawnee is in the back line.
Yeah, and Dubs has already found one as well. All by them lonesome is Metal. Gets dropped as well, so as quickly as the round started, it finishes here 2-0 in favor of Dropout.
Yeah, and once again, here goes Tsunami. Gets in the back lane, able to get, I believe this will be a 2-piece for himself. Nope, it will be a 3-piece once again.
Just happens to be the lucky number, man.
Yeah, he never ceases to disappoint, that's for sure. And I still think once Go Out Local is able to take him out, they'll win the round, because he is definitely the win condition for Drop-In Gaming so far.
They got to see if the champ can bleed, and so far the answer is 9. As he's just going to be continuing pushing through here. And again, Go Out Local is trying everything and then some. They're going to change their rotations here to a side, send them into mid. You saw him kind of that defensive strat in round 1. Didn't quite work out. Round 2, they're coming out a little bit more hot and heavy. Round 3, why not a little bit of a hybrid? Still not winning these snipe fights. Takes a big old dinger right there.
Yeah, and losing Metal, arguably one of the better players on Go Out Local so early on, is not what you want to see either. So Drop-In Gaming already having a good leg up.
Oh, looks like we got a defuse right off the bat. Mowed down from behind right there, as it looks like Shawnee going to find yet another one. And he is just going nuts. Go Out Local going to pick up that one, though.
Yeah, if you get the eliminations without even getting bomb plant, that will get you the win, and that's exactly what they did, because even though Tsunami still gets the play of the game, he had those rotations. Getting the flank is definitely what I want to highlight so far that he's been able to utilize so well, being the MP5, the high-speed op for his team, of just, they're going to hold these angles, so I'm just going to run right through the mid and get in their back line.
Right.
It's been working.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we were talking about, is not only can he hold the ground like we saw on Hardpoint, he's been able to maneuver, as you mentioned, in just very peculiar areas. We've seen a lot of his kills coming from behind, especially in this round, but we saw he's able to hold his ground as well. So when they get onto this bomb plant kind of situation, I wouldn't be surprised if he's kind of the spearhead of that situation. But we got ourselves a round here, as it does appear Go Out Local has signs of life.
Yeah, I'm also curious why Metal, even with the bomb, is not going for the plant, as all three of his members pushed A very hard, and with Drop-In Gaming over at B, he had every opportunity to go for the plant, but as now Drop-In Gaming's rotating over to A, seems he's going to go for the B plant.
It's the old bamboozle, the old left and right, as Stinky's going to find one as well. So 3 side shots ringing out, but not going to be enough. His father's going to find Metal. And yeah, you mentioned kind of a long waste of time there. You feel like he could have just kind of picked any direction, ran straight toward it, and had a little bit more success there. But again, as you mentioned, starts left, fades right, and just gets mowed down right as he enters.
Yeah, so now it seems it's just going to be down to elimination, as it is a 2v3 for Go Out Local, and they don't even have the bomb in hand. So with only 30 seconds left on the clock, the pressure is on, so they're going to have to rotate, get the bomb, and have to deal with Father Time, who has a pretty solid angle on that sight line.
Yeah, and the rest of Drop-In Gaming know they can kind of just hunker down and wait. It looks like B is going to be the move, but dropped so quickly. Father Time going to take out Stinky there with ease. And now we just dive bomb the actual bomb to see if you can get there in time. Drop-In Gaming going to win that on time alone. A team eliminated, I apologize. 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. They're halfway there for the Search and Destroy. Since this is only best of 5, if they win this, then it will be match point going over to Control. So the pressure is definitely has to be on for Go Out Local, as they've only won 1 round. They can still bring it back for sure. It's just going to be that win condition of take out Tsunami, have a solid push onto a single one of those points that you know the enemy team is going to be at.
They know it's an option. They know that there's a sign of life, a way to actually win the round, as the scoreboard indicates that they have done so once already. They just need to flip this on their head, and Shani Tsunami just immediately drops some artillery because, why not? That's usually what happens in S&D.
Yeah, especially after losing that kill streak, as he was eliminated last round. Will get the kill onto Stinky, but it seems Metal will get the refrag for his teammate.
Yeah, just traded across 1 for 1, so artillery is one thing, but the gunplay is truly what this game is about. So 3 aside moving into it. It looks like A is going to be the play here. As they start to rotate, try to find an angle. Dub's going to find one, as Metal and Urits over here looking to continue to place fire here on the bottom side of the map, and Father peeks out, gets mowed down. We've got 2 aside at this point. Tax coming on out, 30 seconds left for this defuse. Plenty of time for either the elimination, but it looks like King Booge is going to be the last one alive here. 2v1 now, as Metal and Arts looking for a way in. Should be able to get on this bomb, should be able to attempt to defuse. As King is looking, Tack is going to come out, doesn't do much. Final couple of seconds, shots ringing out, going to make sure it comes through. Last alive, he peels away, but Go Out was able to get the defusal.
Yeah, that was honestly just poor bomb placement from the side of Drop-In Gaming, as they placed it right up against that wall because they thought Father Time would protect it, but he peeked right into the sight line of RT as he was defending that stairwell. So honestly, a bit of a misplay from the side of Drop-In Gaming, but it gives Go Out Local some hope here as they finally won the round.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, as we mentioned, they do have an opportunity to flip this thing on their head, finding themselves yet another round. And as you mentioned, bomb placement was peculiar, but it did look like for a quick second that the King there might have had that 2-piece.
Yeah, he definitely could have had it, especially after taking out Metal, but...
Oh, speaking of Metal.
It's popping off.
Going nutso right off the bat. You want to, give 20 seconds into a round? Let us highlight, the round beforehand before you start going nuts?
Yeah, but now it's all on Dubs, as all 4 members of Go Out Local are collapsing on, and
There you go.
And are even going to get the flawless.
My goodness.
Talk about coming back strong. Now we're even 3-3 after 2 very quick rounds, honestly.
And that's what we were saying, you know, as far as the first map is concerned, you get the information from as far as what this crew is capable of, the PowerPoints, and it appears they have found a weakness, a place to hamstring a drop-in gaming and find themselves their first tie as far as rounds are concerned here, 3 aside.
Yeah, and I think I want to highlight the skill level of all of these players because these two teams have been performing very well, and they were 0-2 in this Giving Games tournament that we have, which is only highlighting the skill level of the other players that we have later on going on. So you definitely want to stick around for that as we go into this round number 7 of Search and Destroy. These matches go very quick, but you still have to wonder how tired these players can get after so long.
Yeah, looks like Go Out going to get the first blood there. It's looking good already. It's like a whole different team. Again, when the stakes get higher, these guys are actually committing strong. Shot's going to come here in the mid side, and yeah, finds it no problem. Although it does look like St. Nick Man dropped in the meantime. So 3-on-2 here. Shots there coming from the staircase. Again, Shani Tsunami, final one alive. If there's a guy who can clutch, it's him, but it's hard to do so when you're getting shot from behind. Go Out local with their first lead of the day.
Yeah, coming back strong in the Search and Destroy as they've been able to win these firefights pretty consistently, utilizing the PP by zone with its close range and high rate of fire. Good on Artsies for finally making that swap over, even taking out Dubs for the 2-piece play of the game for that round.
It's got to feel nice, especially if there's, you know, again, this round did not start in their favor. Go Out local, just biting the bullet and finding their way into this, looking to even up the series.
Yeah, it definitely seems that the longer it goes on, Go Out local has been doing better and better, especially now that they're getting closer and closer to those kill streaks, and already trying to get such an early elimination onto Tsunami. Metal had the play, but was not able to fully execute it.
Yeah, and just a very quick opening, and I thought for sure Shawnee was going to fall down there and kind of just lined up for him, but was able to get out, get in, and could be looking for a flank here. Going to be spotted out and going to win the gunfight. Shawnee Tsunami right there. Looking strong, but has definitely struggled as far as this map is concerned. Go Out local down a man, still looking for this B plant if they can, taking a long way home.
Yeah, definitely been a slower of the past couple matches as once again, Tsunami's going to come out on top against St. Nick himself. But with My Sneaky Butt able to take out Father Time, and then Boogs taking out Arties, it looks like he can go for the plant on B if he just commits to it, as the rest of Drop-In Gaming is coming in from his spawn.
It is going to be the case, and if we take a look here, it looks like Drop-In Gaming should be able to see him. Yep, fight. He's just stuck right there in the cabana house, if you will. Should be able to move up here, just kind of pinch him out. Yeah, get him from the window. I'm assuming King Booge going to find that one. And easy defusal, easy life is Drop-In Gaming going to, assumedly, even this thing out.
Just now,
eventually,
defuse.
You know, at some
they
point.
had plenty of time, but still, it's just.
They were thinking about it. You take it. No, you take it. No, you take it.
Yeah, they're doing the siege thing of there's 3 people alive, you have the bomb, no enemies, you just murder each other, and then the final guy gets the bomb.
Right, absolutely.
It's the best way to mess with your friends and just have a good time as we go see play of the game. Go over to My Sneaky Butt, taking out. It's just a simple 1v1.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best play of the game. That's always my favorite when you're like, I guarantee you I did at least one thing cooler than that map. Not saying marginally, I'm just saying at least one thing. But deserved as we jump back in. Even game this time around, Drop-In Gaming looking to push this to match point, but instead find themselves fighting their way back into it. Go Out local looking like a completely different monster this time around. Shots ringing true for Metal. And again, King Booge going to find first blood here. Just looking for information. Is anybody there? C-Dubs finding nothing.
Yeah, talk about spray and pray. Just give me information of where you are as he tries to push point. We'll finally see Metal in the window, but already it's a 1v4.
There you go. There's that wall bang he was looking for, as it does look like Metal going to fall down to the left. Had the opportunity and going to close it as well. C-Dubs going to fall, but yeah, Drop-In Gaming should be able to clutch this one out. Not clutch, but just run this one over. Pushing this to map point.
Yeah, so it's pressure's on for Go Out local here, especially after losing that engagement over on the B site so early on. It was a 4v1 within, what, the first 10 seconds of the map of just how quickly these teams exchanged lives here.
Metal's like, don't push, don't push. All right, well, I guess I'm by myself.
I mean, he was able to get one for himself, but then was quickly eliminated, so what difference did it make? But now it's up to Drop-In Gaming on the defense, As Go Out Local has had a very strong attack. They usually get the bomb planted and very consistently have gone for the B push. So you might want to change it up and go for A, as Drop-In Gaming is going for the perfect 2v2.
Attack's going to be just fine. Stunned out is going to force St. Nick here to peel on out and recollect himself, redecide how he wants to go about this. Shani Tsunami finding first blood right there. And it looks like 2 of them. Oh no, Stinky fell off the map. Whoops.
Talk about mistakes were made. Finally going to pick up the bomb, and it looks like go for the A rotation right into the 2 sniper lines of Drop-In Gaming.
Oof.
And we'll lose that engagement.
They call that a desperation play. High percentage play? Is that what it's called? Or you
Something like that.
Something like that? You just grab it, charge into the point, and hope to goodness you make it. Shani going to fall here, so Metal, it is all on his shoulders.
Another 1v4, but now he made it a 1v3 again. But he did take out Tsunami,
There
so
you
he
go.
got that star player. And now taking out Dubs, he just has to get the bomb with 30 seconds on the board. He has to start getting aggressive here. But if he can win the engagement against Boost, he can definitely get the bomb plant down, seeing as Father Time is off point, kind of in the mid-map, checking out B. But they know they have the bomb down because they can see it. So I'm
It's got to be right there. So see what their final decision is again. It's 1v1 makes it a whole different monster. Peeling on back. Does he have time?
No.
I do not believe he has time now. I think he needed to really commit for that.
The full rush, goes to the plane, will get
That's not
taken
going to
work. I mean, if he went prone behind the bomb, he had a chance, but Drop-In Gaming is going to make this a 2-0 lead. So now it is match point for them going into control.
Yeah, again, so much as far as this is concerned, just sitting on the hands of Shani, but inevitably the team is helping him out. And shout outs to Metal. Boise State Esports is always looking for talented players, productions, and broadcast talent, much like ourselves. Top talent, along with those good grades and eligibility, can earn your scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information. I picked the wrong time to be an old person who couldn't go to college, like, to be completely honest. I'm not sure what my specialty would be, but I know it would, at least be something esports related.
Communication.
Yeah, right? I
That's
guess
what Michael did.
Is that what it is? Is that what Fish is doing?
Yeah, he got a communication major.
As a guy who works in broadcast communications, I found out everyone who has a communications degree can't communicate. It's weird. It's bizarre. It's, unless it's on some kind of cue card in front of you, it's the only way to go about it.
You're good at reading.
Yeah, right?
You can read well.
Math, not so much. But again, thank you guys so much for joining us, the Giving Games. We are going into map number 3, Dropout Gaming versus Go Out Local. My name is Chizu. That's Brenner, Bear, Lad, and we are bringing the action as much as possible. And again, you said you played in last year's tournament and things of that caliber. What do you think the biggest piece is to the puzzles as far as these teams are concerned? Is it just raw skills, the communication? We were talking about call-outs earlier. What do you think really rounds out some of the best teams? Because again, we're watching O2 teams that are looking pretty stellar with some standout players.
Yeah, and it's hard not to say the gunplay, as we've mentioned during the games, of just having the better aim, landing your shots can make the difference. But it's also going to come to the team play, where we saw on Moscow team eliminations on both sides. So the friendly fire is on for CDL rules. And so it has definitely been an issue for past teams. And when we played in week 1, it was definitely an issue that we saw with multiple teams. Even if they were the top teams, everyone had a friendly fire incident, just because it's Call of Duty. You don't think about it. You normally don't play with friendly fire on, because it's just a run and gun fun game. So going over to kind of what is going to utilize these teams, what is better, it's definitely going to be the map knowledge of who might be where are the points going to be, where's the next hard point, where are the bombs,
right,
so on and so forth, what kind of might be the optimal play, and also just playing to your play style. If you're a really good close range shotgun player, then play that way, especially if you're going up against the snipers, because then all right, I'm good in this area, this is where the snipers are going to be, go for the flank, try to play the unorthodox that might throw them off.
Yeah. And as far as, something I have seen, just protecting those flagship players, we're talking about Shani just being super strong. As far as Go Out Local found out, you drop him early in the match, and it can do a lot of wonders for you. Of course, you've got spawns and respawns in this one now as we move on to the control side of things. But curious to see how it unfolds as, again, Go Out Local looked really strong, just wasn't able to hold it down. And this should be match point. Again, Dropout Gaming versus Go Out Local here in our Giving Games.
Yeah, Go Out Local has a chance to bring this back, since this is a best of 5. If they win the next 2 maps, then we will be at game, match, and point. But right now it is match point for Drop-In Gaming, as you mentioned. So, going over to Checkmate, this is a sniper-favored map, but Tsunami opening things up with the first blood of a Semtex kill. Things aren't looking good for Go Out Local.
Well, and it looks like right off the bat, as you say it, they're going to find two right under the wing of the plane. For a quick second, it looked like we actually had a 3v4 for the first handful of seconds in this map as King Boosh had to, load on up. But C-Dubs going to find yet another one there, and again, the split on either side. Both of these teams deciding which way they want to go. It looks like A for the side of Drop In Gaming and B for the side of Go Out Local. And they're holding strong here as far as this B point is concerned, or was for that matter.
Yeah, Drop In Gaming has that team play of one person stays on point, constantly farming the points and getting it capped, while the rest of the teammates kind of protect it, roam a bit, able to get those eliminations even from the back line. And they made sure to secure 1 point before the other, it seems, as A's almost at that third pip and will be taken over, and so they can just focus all their points on B.
Yeah, and they were able to spread this out, so now the aggression it's kind of a confusing situation for the side of Go Out Local. Where are they actually putting their resources? They've had it on A, and now they push it towards B. You've got one final spot here, so it looks like Go Out Local is going to have to make a move, able to do so relatively quickly. Question is, are they going to be able to hold it?
Yeah, the split push really played in favor of Drop In Gaming. They essentially did the 3-1, and the 1 was winning B, which is why they were able to get that first tick. But now with Go Out Local able to focus all their priorities onto the 1 point, they can even contest it with the 2 trophy systems helping the 1 player stay alive on the point.
You gotta love that, man. It's, again, one of those items that sometimes feels like it does nothing, and then something like that happens. Like, great, I love it, thank you. So it looks like, again, Go Out Local able to make their way here onto the B point, but just as quickly as they are in, they are removed. Shiny Tsunami drops in, stands up, and his teammate Father Time able to help him collect this one as well.
Yeah, we saw the panic hip fire of, oh, he's closer than I thought, and was not able to get the luck of the draw with those hip fire spray bullets. But Middle was able to eliminate Tsunami as they tries to push onto the point. As we take a quick look at the scoreboard right now.
King Boosh is going crazy, as well as Shiny Tsunami, 6 and 2, 7 and 4 respectively. Just looking so strong. You take a look at the damage charts as well, and those speak volumes.
Also on the guns, we see 3 ARs, 1 SMG for Drop In Gaming, whereas we see a sniper, 2 ARs, and an SMG for Go Out Local. So we haven't really seen the good sniper plays just yet, but it looks like RDs will swap over to that XM4 as well. Kind of been the meta gun of the setup so far. Absolutely.
It does look like that first round again going over to Dropout Gaming as we take a look at not only our broadcast settings, but again, just these setups for these two teams. And again, not a big sniper guy. I wish in any way, shape, or form I could quick scope like 90% of these people who quick scope against me. It has been years, iterations of this game. I cannot do it, so it's curious to see it as far as this stage is concerned.
Yeah, it's always been kind of a staple of Call of Duty games of the quick scopers who are able to pull that off. We always saw it in Modern Warfare 2, and the fact that it's still going on to this day is none less impressive. Was never my play style,
sure.
But I don't want to say I respect those people because they just frustrate me as the player who was always on the receiving end of it. Just like, I hate you so much.
You make me so mad.
Exactly. Like, just fight me like a man. Just bullets.
Just shoot at me.
Just
not like
the
that.
One and done. Like, shotguns make sense, but come on, man.
Those Akimbo shotties in Vanguard right now. Let me tell you, it's a whole different amount of rage. Father Time right now looking to open up. Shotty Tsunami again looking to continue this lead for the side of Drop In Gaming. Lives looking pretty good if you're looking at blue. And if you're gray, you've probably had a couple of gray screens right now, as it does look like 30-24. And again, that first round already in favor of Drop In Gaming. Kind of puts the fire on if you're on the side of Go Out Local, but captured on either side. And this is very similar to what we saw here in our match number 1.
Yeah, and you can see why Drop In Gaming has also been so successful as they've been running kind of the close range gun setups that have been utilizing from so well. And already we're going to see friendly fire from the side of Drop In Gaming with that artillery onto his own teammate.
This Shotty picks up whatever remains. Hey, took out half of our team with that. Sorry, I guess I'm going to take out your team when they respawn as well. So it's a feels bad, man, as again, we're looking to pretty much doubled up numbers as far as the respawns are concerned. And again, A steadily in the hands of Drop In Gaming, and there is a massive Shiny Tsunami bomb. Father Time cleaning up all who remain.
Yeah, even the suicide from that cruise missile, but they've had the control point this whole time, and right now Go Out Local has not been able to cap it themselves. So with 6 seconds on the board, things are not looking good as they went for the all-A push right now.
Again, see what happens with all of the remaining time. Again, it says BSU, which is interesting, so I'm wondering if we're looking at the right stuff. Is King Boosh going to be moving on here, trying to push up towards that A point and ringing the fires out? Not going to find anything. Feels bad as an entire clip goes down. King Boosh going to fall. Father Time behind him. Shiny Tsunami finds metal in the meantime.
Yeah, and with 2 seconds remaining on the board, they're doing her best to stay in overtime, but Drop-In Gaming will take it. So now, since Control is a best of 3, Drop-In Gaming is about to take this win against Go Out Local. As once again, best play goes over to Tsunami.
Are we shocked? Are we surprised? No. There were some other good plays.
Cruise missile that he suicided with.
Just to like really drive it home, right?
Yeah. Like, I still get play of the game even when I killed myself.
Calculated.
Also, there was another great play in this match. There was a single grenade that got a double kill.
Yeah, see? Feels good, man. Like I said, there's always that where you're like, listen, I did at least one thing cooler
exactly.
than what we just watched. But 19-5, Shiny Tsunami feeling fly, to say the least. Rest of his team coming up positive, which always feels great. You just, again, have that superstar player like we were saying in Shiny Tsunami. I'd say everybody, though, on the side of Drop-In Gaming has been highlighted at one point in time showing off their stuff. And as far as Go Out Local is concerned, everyone trying to shine. The scoreboard's just not showing, you know, the efforts, if you will. Metal right there is going to find one from behind, gets mowed in kind to a side.
Yeah, members of Drop-In Gaming have been very consistent with their deaths across the board. We had all 5, soon to be all 6, it seems. Whereas they've always kept a positive KD with Father Time just now breaking even. Go Out Local, Metal has been the one closest to being even so far, with Sneaky Butt close behind, but the other 2 members have definitely been the high deaths. You don't want to say feeding because this isn't League.
Sure, no, right, but the intentional moving towards areas and getting mowed down over and over again is also just a part of Call of Duty, if I'm not mistaken. You know, just throw your body at it and see what happens. Hope you have some teammates behind you.
Eventually your walls of bodies will give you cover that when you finally
Can
run
you
over them,
your
you'll
own
have
corpse?
a high ground advantage. So that's how that works. This is 300 all over again. You just use the bodies as well. It'd be great.
Exactly. Take from them everything. Give to them nothing. Is an early lead, not early lead, but the first lead of this map going to Go Out Local. Sure, it's just a couple of kills. Control point, however, in favor of Drop-In Gaming. So now Go Out Local needs to figure out what's going on here. Metal going to hit that 5 killing spree. Should help alleviate some of the stresses again as they're starting to pull away a little bit as the kill count is concerned. This is an objective-based map, and the final one they'll get to play if Go Out Local can't turn things up here.
Yeah, Metal finally is getting positive, but we did see the friendly grenade elimination from the side of Go Out Local as Tsunami gets another 4-piece for himself.
Feels good. Feels great.
I mean, when you're good at something, you definitely want to utilize it, as he has been so well. And another thing to speak on of Checkmate as a map is it's all based around the center planes. If you're on the plane, you can usually control the map consistently, and that's what we've been seeing from the side of Tsunami, as finally St. Nick is able to take him out once he was eliminated and away from that plane.
Yeah, but it looks like pretty strong controls, great angles coming out from Drop-In Gaming. Again, Go Out Local isn't even like really making that big of mistakes. They're just getting caught in these areas. There it is. Drop-In Gaming picks up the map, picks up the match, and will find their first win as far as this tournament is concerned. So strong on them, like we mentioned. Shiny Tsunami just looking absolutely ridiculous, and so picking up the victory there. Dropout Gaming is looking pretty strong, especially with that backpack of Shiny Tsunami, just absolutely massive.
Yeah, he is definitely the strong carry you want to see in these Call of Duty tournaments, especially going up against teams like Java Express and ICCU East that have just been undefeated so far. Same with our own Boise State Production, just being undefeated is definitely a daunting thing to go up against. But now that they're finally no longer 0-2, they're 1-2. Things are looking up for Drop-In Gaming.
Yeah, absolutely. We did see signs of life as far as you know, the Go Out Local was concerned. We did see them turn up as far as one of those matches were concerned. That second round was really, really close as far as the S&D side of things is concerned. But we're going to take a quick break from my understanding, and we'll be back with the Giving Games in just a minute.
NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. My name is Adam Chizu McGuire, and we are here for the 2021 edition of the Giving Games, where local businesses and the Boise State production team face off in Call of Duty. This year's Giving Games features a 3-match seeding regular season, followed by the playoffs. Tonight, we will take a look at some of the action from our first 2 games. Like I said, my name is Chizu. I got Brenner here with me, calling the action live again from the Game Pants Arena. Just finished up Drop In Gaming and Go Out Local, and it was a pretty strong match as we move into what could be one of the crazier ones, ICCU East versus Boise State's production team. Brenner, what do you think?
I mean, both these teams are undefeated. We've seen strong plays from both. Seeing as I played in the week one, I know what both of these teams are very capable of, and I definitely fear both of them, seeing as they are the undefeated teams. And I know for a fact that ICCU East has kind of that win condition player on their team, just like we saw with Drop In Gaming having Tsunami. So I definitely want to keep my eyes out for that player. I do not remember the name because all of their names were the same. It was kind of the clan of first name the same, second name is your identity, and I don't remember that because it was kind of traumatic of the quick scope. I'm terrified.
Absolutely. And then the side of the Boise State production team, very curious to see what they have. Michael Fisher, who you will recognize here on desk, Jared Baratel Castiglione on there, who we just did an event in Oklahoma as far as Cold War is concerned. So for me personally, this is going to be a great match in and of itself, just to, kind of make fun of these guys, just to see what happens, unless they turn it up, as you mentioned, 2-0 on the season.
Yeah, we know that both Michael and Baratel, without me having to carry them through Warzone, are definitely going to struggle. Michael's a great helicopter pilot. Baratel's a great sniper. But coming into the multiplayer, Michael's going to run around with the shotguns that we've talked about. Is just not going to pay off going up against such a good quickscoper that Spades is.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Spades is one of these guys that we've watched time and time again. As you mentioned, the quickscope, like PTSD at the very, very least. And so I'm curious to see that because we didn't get to really have any of that in the first match. We did see a sniper rifle setup. It did not necessarily pan out. Maybe this time around, Spades can, say, hey, check this out. So very curious to see what happens again. ICCU East versus the Boise State production crew. And we're starting things off Moscow. Hard point this time around, and so we'll see what the setups are for both of these crews and what exactly they're looking to do. I have not played particularly with these individuals, so I'm curious to see what the loadout is. Do you know what Baratel and Fish like to run personally?
I wouldn't be surprised to see Baratel running with like the sniper SMG loadout, whereas Michael would probably take like FFAR-wise, just because that was the Warzone meta for such a long time. He probably still has that class set up from when we played Warzone so consistently. So I would not be surprised to see kind of like the high rate of fire ARs that have been so consistent as coming from a Warzone player over to Cold War, seeing as those two games have essentially merged.
Right, absolutely. And for those of you who are just joining us and don't know exactly what tonight holds for you, we're doing best of 5. Hardpoint, S&D, Control, into the Hardpoint, back into another Search and Destroy. As we mentioned, starting out here on the Moscow Hardpoint. You cannot play the same map twice, no matter how much you love it, and the losing team will be given a slight advantage moving into the next round as they pick up the next map. An ever so slight advantage, as we saw. And again, we mentioned Hardpoint is interesting as you can just start smacking people down and you get into the Search and Destroys. It gets a little bit crazier. Again, these are your, it looks like, straight up standings as far as things are concerned. ICCU East sitting at 2-0, Java Express at 3-0. Not sure how that works out, but hey, we'll make it work. Boise State Production at 2-0, making that a second place tie as well. Idaho National Guard at 1-2, ICCU West 1-2, Trailers Plus, as well as Drop In Gaming, all at that infamous 1-2, and Go Out Local still on the hunt for their first round win. But this is the last game in the group stages, so not sure how that works out as far as playoffs are concerned. Who moves on, who doesn't. But again, both of these crews looking to make a name for themselves. Again, looking for that 3-0 if they can find it.
Yeah, so once again, going back to Hardpoint on Moscow, we're going to see the trophy systems galore because that's what everyone is running, seeing as so many of those other activatables were disabled, seeing as this is the CDL's rule. Same with Friendly Fire. And I definitely hope to see a couple bit of Friendly Fires because that keeps the match a bit more happy of just... All right, you did kill me. Like, come on, man. Like, you want to keep it lighthearted because this is all in good fun, you know.
Absolutely.
So you do want to play to win, but if you're not having fun, then why play at all? So I'm definitely excited to see how these teams play out and whether or not we will see what kind of loadouts all these players are running because we know that from at least each side, there's probably going to be one quick scoper, seeing as both these teams are undefeated.
Right, absolutely. And again, they playing for charity, like you mentioned. Not only are we playing for fun, but for a good cause as well, as we do play for the Idaho Food Bank this time around. So big shout outs to all of the players as well as everyone else moving forward. Maybe we'll have even Doc's keys to the game, see if those have adjusted moving forward. It does look like, know your call-outs, start fast and easy, and disorient with tacticals, never take a fair fight. I think that bottom one is kind of the hardest one, especially in the Search and Destroy side of things. You're going to be put in these weird precarious disadvantages. You got to clutch it up, and hopefully it works out for whichever crew is lined up. Again, brought to you by Drop In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. Again, the Esports Winningest Awards, Dr. Chris Haskell, just always has some of the greatest points. Again, as we mentioned, to take a fair fight being one of those big ones. But the call-outs we mentioned earlier, just kind of, I'm nefarious for saying, oh, he's up there, and hearing up where, dude?
Yeah, that's another really nice thing that they did in Cold War is you can ping in this game.
Wow.
So it's not something we've seen utilized from a lot of players, but I know for a fact that we will see it from some of our own Boise State players coming from the Warzone because we always use that left alt to ping on. Already we're going to see Silver get that first blood, but quickly get traded out.
Yeah, Magic and Spades picking up some for themselves as well. So it looks like Idaho National Guard. I'm sorry, that's ICCU as we are being told. So apologies as far as that is concerned. It does look like Spades going to be dropped there. Is Pickle Fort going to find one as well? Dropping Baratel. Silver going to hit the dirt as well. And this looks like ICCU East pretty strong right off the bat. Nice jump, but Riley going to be mowed down in kind as Jumping Arm looking to continue on here as well.
Yeah, it seems to be consistent trades between these two teams as we do see Michael running the Krieg this time around, kind of the solid beginner AR from Cold War that you just have a lot of experience on. And as it seems, a lot of members of ICCU East are running that AK-74, so definitely going for the closer range as Magic also has a Krieg this time around.
And right now, ICCU East is just opening up. Not only do they have pretty much a full cap on the first spot, but got a pretty good look here as far as number 2 is concerned as well, as forcing Boise State's production team to just basically face check and get face checked by the opposing rifles.
Yeah, they're definitely running the guns they know are comfortable and part of that solid meta that we see in CoD as of right now with the AK and the Kriegs on both sides, it seems, working out for the better in the side of ICCU East.
And Boise State looking for any kind of way into this one, not able to do so. Just, again, Not that we were surprised, but Spade's a pretty strong player, looking pretty good. You take a look at Pickle as well as Magic doing some work. Silver going to win that gunfight there despite throwing a grenade in the opposite direction, but the teammate there from ICC East is going to be able to bring him down as well.
Baratel also yet to get an elimination.
Sounds like Baratel. I mean, me. Just kidding. I love that guy. I love that guy. But again, he is a big fan of Spades. And in fact, the reason I found Spades and his Twitch stream on top of everything else, the guy is cracked. The guy is absolutely insane. So no surprises that he's showing up here again. 7-2. The rest of his team 5-2. So that's still not only the positive, they're pretty good positive, if you will.
Yeah. Everybody on that team only having the 2 deaths and everyone at least having those 5 eliminations. Oh, no. Trying to make it all 6 across the board as they're just tearing apart BSU. Baratel finally gets the first kill.
Let's go, Baratel.
Woo! 1 and 6.
Silver finds yet another one there. As it does look like, again, ICCU East just doing work here. They made such a crazy, if you watch again the way that play actually unfolded, just each one in a different angle, a different way, and they swung on in so perfectly. There was no area left uncovered. They just mowed everybody down. Boise State did get a couple points, but that hard point is pretty strong in the hands of ICCU East.
And also, just to highlight the skill of these players, Spades is running the max level camo that you get from completing all of the multiplayer and zombies challenges right now. So kind of a threat to be reckoned with as now the artillery's coming out on the 3 members of Boise State production. We'll pick up 2. So he's on his way to get that cruise missile.
You know, it's one of those things where it just couldn't have worked out any better. Location of the hard point, sure. The fact that 3 members just ran down the road, yeah, that helps. But able to finish that up and continue on. It looks like ICCU East is just unrelenting here. 156, 158 to 20, and no signs of slowing down. Baratel gets another one. Let's go, dude.
2 and 8. He's got that .25 KD going for him right now.
There you go, Michael.
Able to pick up one, but quickly gets taken out by Spades, who is being a rat on the ground fully.
And that is Chosen, I guess, from what I am seeing from production. So Silver is actually Neil Chosen Wiley and doing some work, or trying to, as far as the rest of Boise is concerned. At least a kill leader on his team.
Yeah, and finally, Boise State will be able to get onto the point and be prepared for the hard point, but already getting contested and losing it so quickly. Chosen finally able to pick up one, but gets traded out as Picklefort comes in.
Picklefort is just mowing people down as well. This whole crew, if you're seeing green, you're going to be looking at a gray screen. Armadillo now says, watch me fire. He's going to be mowed down there by Michael, but the crossfire from his team behind him should be able to pick that up. 18-4 from Pickle, 10-4 from Armadillo, and right there, Silver is, Chosen able to pick up one, so that feels pretty good as well.
Yeah, he's been running with that MAC 10, not something we've seen from any other players. A very close range, high rate of fire. As we see right there, the recoil is next to impossible to control most of the time unless you get that really early on close range burst. As once again, ICCU East just dominating this point, not letting a single member of BSU hold it for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah, and the crossfire, as we mentioned, just their awareness of the map. The way that they set themselves up definitely helping out here, and then the gunplay on top of it just ringing true. Always feels great. The plan is working as ICCU East looks to close this out. The death knell, final 50 seconds they already have this point. Pretty well secure.
Yeah, Picklefort even using that cruise missile as finally Riley is able to take out Picklefort. Gets one elimination for the blue side of the board as 3 members come jumping in and all get taken down.
That feels bad. He switches up to the pistol. His teammate's able to help him out. ICCU East picks up the first map here, Moscow Hardpoint, with a relative ease, 230, 228 or whatever being the differential. And again, Picklefort looking stellar. We had eyes on Spades, but didn't realize the rest of the team was just as saucy as we move into the next round. S&D. Boise State production struggling quite a bit. Again, it just ICCU East looked so much more polished, so much more aware. And again, the gunfights don't necessarily hurt. Again, you can apply for a job with the best place to work in Idaho. Apparently the best team as far as we've seen today as well. Idaho Central Credit Union now hiring for positions like software developer, server administrator, workstation technician, information security intern, and DevOps engineer. Learn more and apply today at www.iccu.com/careers. And again, mentioned they're a great place to work. They might as well be the best place to play Call of Duty at now as far as this point is concerned, as we are here for the Giving Games, playing for the Idaho Food Bank, and ICCU is just looking like monsters there, Brenner.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen, even in the prior week, the ICCU East team drop a map, hence why even though Java Express was 3-0, they were still ranked above them at 2-0, which
Gotcha.
is why I think that is. They haven't dropped a map yet. So the pressure is really on for the Boise State production team as we go into this next map for Search and Destroy. They definitely have a chance to take this if they're able to get those early eliminations, to be in that kind of 4v2 situation if it is possible. Well, so the pressure, as I keep mentioning, is on for them going over. And also for the map choice, we already saw the previous of the Battle Black Ops 2 favorite map, and we also saw a checkmate on the control, so maybe they might go for something different or something they know.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, ICCU East versus the Boise State production side of things. It looks like Boise State picked Raid here for map number 2. Is a quick look at your lineup here. Riley Boyd, Michael Fisher, who you'd recognize here from the desk, as well as Chosen. Neil Wiley has the Baratel, Jared Castiglione. What is he holding in his hands? I don't even, is that like a shot put? Is that a potato?
Looks like a potato.
Is that a potato? I'm not entirely sure. But again, you have ICCU East looking strong with Pickle Fork. You got Spades, Jumping Armadillo, and Magic there. And just showing, putting on a clinic and just smacking around the Boise State production crew. The only reason I can be this mean is because, again, I know half of them, and I know that, you know, they can take it. I think it's the way to go about it. But thank you guys so much for joining us here in the Giving Games as we're jumping into the S&D portion. ICCU East looking to maintain this domination, and jumping on switching over here to the snipe. So we'll see what the situation is for this round. Oh, and immediately Spade's going to be dropped there by Silver. Strong move nonetheless. And right now Boise State looking really strong right off the bat.
Yeah, getting that first blood is definitely the leg up we see from Ducks Keys the game, even in Overwatch. Winning that first team fight is so key, and he went for the fists. I got to respect that from Magic, but Silver is able to get it out of Baratel and Michael get taken out back to back. So now it is the 1v2 for Silver, who is our Chosen, just so we know. And he's able to take out the Jumping Armadillo. So now it's a 1v1 between him and Picklefort. However, he does not have the bomb as the bomb is getting planted by Picklefort, but with his back turned, they did see each other.
The fight should be there. Silver, oh no, was looking right. Get Call of Duty time to the left. ICCU East pick up that first map by the skin of their teeth, the hair of their chinny chin chin.
Yeah, he didn't have sight on the bomb after eliminating 3 members, so he knew it was getting planted on B since he secured A, but not being able to flick in time, and even went for the sprint when he was so close. Not what you want to see because he does not have that ADS time on those attachments. So ICCU East will take it as they are now properly named for this next match. And Pickle Fork is 3-0.
Looking good, man. I mean, it always feels great. See if we get those streaks. We mentioned not very typical to see some hotter streaks as far as this map or this game mode even for that matter is concerned. But it does look like Michael should have had some information. Hopefully he's able to call that out about as far as Pickle Fork taking that quick mid headed up those stairs. So should know, but it looks like shots ringing out. Riley just going to get tagged from behind. It's like, I see him from behind as well. So that's a frustrating situation. Pickle Fork picking up 2 more. All of the blue is superseded by green. A second round for ICCU East.
Yeah, I believe that was a clean sweep as well as they didn't lose a single member. So a very good showing for East in round 2. But we know from the previous matchup of Drop In Gaming and Go Out Local, they can bring it back.
Absolutely. However, Pickle Fork sitting with those fibers, probably feeling real strong as far as this next round is concerned. Boise State struggling a little bit, but Silver, again, as we mentioned, Chosen is showing signs of life. This is where you cue I need a hero and hope that somebody can do something. Michael taking a strong pelting right there is going to be forced back and away. Pickle going to be climbing through this. We'll see if the campsite is good enough. Spade's going to find the first blood. Pickle going to climb through the window and find a member of Boise State sleeping. Nice shot there, as it does look like it's Chosen. Final one remaining for their crew.
Again.
Yeah, Spade just had a pretty nice quick scope, as we saw. No surprises. Chosen. Not going to be long for this world. 3-0, ICCU East looking strong.
Yeah, very strong, even with the quick scope coming out here, eliminating Michael, as I believe Chosen is the only one on the member of Boise State to have eliminations for his team, as another quick scope onto the head will take them out. Spades is the one you got to watch out for, as well as the rest of his team, because they all have eliminations. This is Boise State. It is all on Chosen, who's just breaking even. Now with it being a 3-0 and this being a best of 5, they only have to go 2 more rounds before they take it. Boise State's going to have a solid push, and going down mid against a really good sniper is not what you want to see.
Yikes.
Even a shot through the wall, he's going to get it. So that is a welcomed celebration for Spades.
You see this? That's one of those clip it moments where he just pans around. Yeah, I hope you're watching that because I sure as heck wasn't expecting that. Solid move, gets the wall bang. ICCU East playing with their food and then consuming it in kind. 4-0 here, and just a solid opening. They know Spades is there. Well, didn't know that Pickle was there in that instance, but they know Spades has the ability and just putting on a showcase here. Long shots coming out inside of Pickle as well, who I think is sitting at 7? Could be eyeballing that 8. There it is. Yep. My God.
I'm just waiting for the kill streaks to come out
I
and
was
just
waiting.
get the instant elimination. Cruise missile right off the bat, gets the 4-apiece. All right, we won. Because it's only a best of 5, so this is match point for this matchup. Now with Pickle Fort having the bomb going straight for A, he could easily take this as Michael's trying to go for the snipe 1v1s, will not even go for the shot through the wall.
Now they're just having a snipe fight. Yeah, instead, never mind. Jumping Armadillo finds 2, wins the 2v1. Chosen going to find yet another. Left all by their lonesome. Now it's a pistol fight in disrespect. Tacticals coming out as well as a trophy system. Not going to find anything here as the rest of Boise State. I'm sorry, the one member of Boise State looking for some kind of angle. Just a 1v2, so still opportunities to clutch up here. Just historically speaking, has not been the case as Pickle finds yet another. Disgusting.
Yeah,
Rude.
he was hard pinched there. He was getting chased the whole time. Was not able to make it out alive as finally Boise State will get a play for the best play of that round. Going over to Chosen, finally able to take out Spades through the wall. But wasn't the sniping headshot that he had last round, so. But it's something.
A kill's a kill, man.
Exactly. He got it. He's the only member of his team with the kill to this day still.
Let alone multiple. Good on you, Chosen. Way to be. Way to be, baby. Speaking of, Pickle has not lost a life yet. 9-0. And that's just...
He has both kill streaks ready and waiting.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, give it to us. We need it.
Spades with the first blood there, going to find a nice shot, nice snipe, and it looks like Baratel going to be mowed down, but is going to have Riley there too for the side of Boise State. This is the most even so far, but now it's down to Riley, the map, and the match. 1v2, can they clutch up? Takes a peek there at bomb site A. Doesn't appear to have anything, any option.
Yeah, at least Riley got a kill.
Hey, dude. Silver
No
linings.
longer all on Chosen. He's made it as the
Imagine
last
four
round.
streaking up, just like final round.
I mean, clutch up.
Clutch up. Let's see it.
Clutch or kick.
Definitely not.
He's even got the bomb going to
there
B.
you go.
He's being chased by both members, but
He's
I don't
fine.
think he can even plant it in time if he wants to get the elimination as
Oh, here we go.
stand out in the open. But we'll get the plant down as well as
Signs of
SSU
life.
East didn't even they didn't push it.
Cabana. He's got an opportunity here. If he can win this
He's getting
fight.
hard pinch too.
He's got this right here.
He sees Spades, but
Oh,
the headshot.
no. Spades, you're a rude dude with a rotten attitude. Hits him with the sniper between the eyes.
I wouldn't even call that a quick scope. It was just a good snipe.
Just a good lineup. Good opportunity. ICCU East just dominant there. Picks up their second. Looking for one more. 6-0 here as they move into it. No surprises here. Spades, little snipey shot there.
Yeah, Michael went for that contest in the mid, but lost it as soon as he just poked out his head. Didn't even try to go through the wall. The hip fire attempt, but the burst pistol will get it for him with that Diamatti. So now heading over to map 3. It is match point for ICCU East.
Yeah, again, all this brought to you by Idaho Army National Guard is a proud supporter of Boise State Esports. Top plays are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your immersive critical thinking skills into real time. And with more than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for, the Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. And again, this is a great opportunity for all of the individuals watching if they want to get in. As far as this is concerned, this is the Giving Games looking strong. My name is Chizu. That's Brenner over there and calling the action. For the next bit, we do have, I believe, one more series after this. And it looks like Boise State has picked Checkmate for map number 3. So no real surprises there. This is kind of indicative of what we have been seeing. And it has been a show for ICCU East. Just doing everything and then some. Switching up the loadouts. Boise State production, trying to make themselves known, but it does look dire. They're going to have to run three in a row back as far as this next set is concerned.
Yeah, so going back to Checkmate for Control, again, that we saw Drop It in Gaming and Go Out Local do the exact same thing. And now that we've seen Spades on that quick scoping sniper and Michael trying to go for the recontest, but not so much quick scoping as the hard scoping trying to hold the angles, Checkmate is definitely going to play to ICCU East's strengths with how well they've taken those long-range engagements going up against the Boise State production team. And on top of that, holding the plane is going to be essentially the key with Control, being able to go between the 2 points so fluidly and being able to watch both of them as well. Pressure's on for Boise State production if they even want to get to a Game 4.
Well, you have to, factor in, there's a lot of things when it comes to these games. The weaponry, the call-outs, rotations. You have to factor in the power of friendship. We both know that, Michael and Baratel, very close friends, not nearly as good as Michael's significant other from my understanding of the rumors that I've been hearing from production. But maybe they can lean on that a little bit. Hopefully that will give them an edge moving forward. Maybe, ICCU East is just a bunch of people who work together or something of that nature.
I mean, they also work together. So.
I'm trying to give them some signs of hope as this may be the final map for Boise State. Again, one of these two crews ending up 3-0, the other 2-1. And right off the bat, looking pretty good for the side of ICCU East. Boise State has been able to claw their way into this one, but it looks like they're losing lives just as quick as they are finding them. Another move there from Pickle. Spades, again, as we mentioned with the snipe, just looking so darn good here in this third map.
Yeah, Armadillo also brought out their own snipe. They're using the Pellington this time around, so it is a little bit of that variation as Michael went for the snipe attempt, but we'll swap over to the Farah as Baratel also swaps over to that AK-74U as Chosen is sticking to his MAC-10.
Oh! Spades! Why? It's mean. Mowed down by Baratel. Silver going to find one as well. This map looking not uncharacteristic, but looking good until that happens for the side of Boise State University. They, again, are clawing their way into this one. It's not a huge gap. You would expect the gap to be much larger at this point, but the control points are the, I guess, shining force as far as ICCU East is concerned, already capping that 8 point.
Yeah, Michael didn't even have time to put down that trophy system as he got killed by the nade, and it seems that Chosen going in with the rush with the MAC-10 has been paying off, and the Diamante 3-round burst, but Spades is going to get a collateral quick scope headshot onto two members of Boise State.
Nani, he's going to find another one there. I think Michael is going to be able to get him from behind. Picklefort going to return the favor as Michael looking to take out the Goliath known as Spade, 7-3 right now. But again, the objectives have just been in the favor of ICCU East. Looking so strong. Spades, Pickle, Jumping Armadillo, all of them finding the kill board, or the scoreboard is what I was looking for with their own respective kills. And Boise State, again, just trying to find a way into this one.
Yeah, and Chosen with his MAC-10 has managed to stay positive on his team being 6-6, just now breaking even, but he can definitely bring it back being the star player for Boise State so far. As Spades continuing with this quick scoping nonsense.
Yeah, we got this guy's stream. We sure he isn't hacking. Do we know what's going on? Baratel with the hip fire going to find himself yet another one. Looking much better this time around. Riley gets the 1v1 but doesn't succeed. Spades, Armadillo, Pickle, Fork. That's a team wipe for a quick second as they continue. They're just finding everything and then some. Getting them off of the spawn. You see the top left corner. That's not the place you want to be, and that's where they're going to be mowed down. So flipping around here, Blue going to be captured, and that is that. ICCU East finding that first match point easy.
Yeah, at that point they just started going for eliminations because they did not need to cap the point. The last remaining life on the side of Boise State, I believe.
Oh, no scope.
This might be the collateral kill?
Stupid.
Yep, that was it.
Just, I want to just hit a guy with a sniper. This dude's lining him up and knocking him down. Like, I feel like I'm at a bowling alley right now, and this is what happens when you get like a spare. It's like the bowling ball just runs up with your op, mows down a couple of pins, and it's like strike. 12-4. Spades looking and feeling just fine. The rest of the crew looking pretty good. I mean, you can say Magic might be the heel here. 3-6, not nearly as flashy as the rest of his crew. Has a little bit more of a Boise State scoreline, if you will. But as we are immediately off into this one, first blood in the hands of Spades, going to be mowed down there in kind. And again, just looking so strong for ICCU East.
Yeah, the aim has definitely been an issue for Boise State so far, as ICCU East has been consistently jumping around those corners, and they just have not been able to track it, as Riley finally is able to get the first elimination for Boise in this round. This is a best of 3 for Control.
Oh, walks right past Spades. Going to just be popped from behind. Oh,
he misses.
He
It's
is mortal. Magic going to pick up two, and now it's just a game of Ring Around the Rosies. Little do you know, that's a dark song at its core. As Spades is going to find that one, lines up the shot, is not going to connect it. Uncharacteristic miss, never mind. Makes up for it. Says, shut up, Adam, watch this.
Yeah, trophy system's still up for them as well, so if they can the control advantage, they can just start throwing them down. But it seems once again they're just going to go for the eliminations, seeing as it has been in their favor. They're not even going to go for the cap point, but with time running out, things are not looking good for Boise State.
I mean, you know, they've definitely seen better days, if you will. Spade's going to be picking up that one. Doesn't necessarily need the sniper, had the information, and is instead going to show his short game, like a Mr. Meeseeks, if you will. And again, just ICCU East looking so strong here. Everybody, not everybody, but double digits looking pretty strong here. Spades,
he's on a
Pickle,
6-player kill streak right now.
just ridiculous. 10 streak for Spades, just okay. You don't think he's going to 25 him? You think he's trying for it?
I mean, they could easily get it because Boise State's not even going to get on the point in time. They were able to get their lives down to 19. So
If we see a final round finish with that, that would be just disrespectful. Just like end it, drop the nuke, call it a day, see what happens.
I mean, it would be a flex for sure, but Magic, who at the start of the round we said might have been their heel, gets the best play of the round as well. Still only 5 and 8, but I mean, hey, at least
Highlight
he got
reel.
it. So all of the members of ICCU East have had their moment in the spotlight.
Gotta love it. As far as Boise State is concerned, they're looking for anything to highlight this time around. I will say,
Chosen's
Chosen. I was
doing
going to say,
his best.
Chosen's doing solid, man. You know, having a much better game than
He's
I would
carrying
any
his
given
own
day.
weight off
Exactly.
everybody else.
Right.
Come on.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Pickle's looking for something, and he's just going to drop him on there. Spades picks up 2 in the area in which he dropped to make it 3. So not only did he drop the mortars, his buddy took those possible kills there as well, which is kind of lol if you think about it, because he had them lined up dead to rights, and Spades is like, sorry, dude, I got this. Shots ringing through, and again, ICCU East has not even lost a life here. 105 left to go as it stalls on out.
Hey, Chosen
Let's
coming
go,
back.
Chosen. He's got it. That revenge kill. Kingslayer. Let's go.
He's got the comeback kid
Oh.
medal, getting the elimination after so many deaths. Michael finally getting an elimination, but quickly taken out by the cruise missile from Pickle Fork.
Rude dude. And again, just ticking away, just clawing at something. Baratel, fancy feet for a quick second, gets a highlight reel kill there. Tries to trade it, but Pickle's going to ring true. Dropped right there by Riley. Spade's not going to find that one and care. Oh, well, just returns it right there. So never mind.
Yeah, Baratel even having to resort to drop-shotting people to get those eliminations. I mean, if you have to play dirty and it works, good for you, as Michael finally gets elimination onto Armadillo. But Magic comes back with a 2-piece.
If it's stupid and it works, then it's not so stupid, now is it?
Tell that to fighting game players who spam one move that you don't know how to block.
Hey, you got to figure that out. See, it's all a learning experience.
Oh, it's cheese.
Mayor McCheesemo, and speaking of, the mayors of this map, ICCU East, 22-13. Both points, looking not in favor for Boise State, as again, they've already captured A. If you're looking for this green screen team, Spades finds yet another headshot, and Armadillo going to find one for themselves as well. 27-4-28, I'm kidding, for Spades. Just putting on a clinic here. He's going to find yet another as Pickle just watches Baratel slide right in front of him, says, I'll pick that one up. Kills slowly ticking away. 7 remain for Boise State, still in double digits, and 20 at that for the side of ICCU East.
Chosen is finally positive at 16 and 15.
Let's go.
Michael's all the way down at 9 and 19. Gets the snipe attempt through the window. Will
Got
finally
him.
get him from Spades. And earlier on, we did see Jumping Armadillo get a stick with the Semtex as he's going on a sniper rampage from Spades. Spades only has 2 bullets left, though. That's how long he's been alive.
I don't even know, man. This guy is just stuck on. Yeah, he decides to switch it on out. Might as well, especially when you're out of everything. Silver, I'm sorry, Chosen, going to be shot point blank. 32-4 on the back of Spades right now. Looking for more. Michael, nice turnaround. Was able to find that one as well. Going to be hit by a tack. I'm going to find his mask. Looking a little worse for wear here. Looking for the long flank. Is going to find one out. Did he make that? He did. He's going to find Magic. He's able to clip him as he runs, but that should be that. ICCU East continues the streak. Should find themselves at 3-0. Boise State production trying will end the round at 2-1. But again, just pickle fork, great. Spades looking amazing. The rest of ICCU East looking so unbelievably quote-unquote flossy and showing why they're one of the best teams to be messed with. So again, ICCU East picking up that one 3-0 over Boise State Production. And so now that the group stage is over, it looks like we're going to go into a quarterfinals. And here's how the brackets are going to be looking as we move on forward. Java Express versus Go Out Local in the first round, drop-in gaming versus Trailers Plus. Boise State Production will meet the other side of ICCU, that being the West and the Idaho National Guard, going to be going against that oh-so-dominant ICCU East. That is the scariest team. Listen, I've only seen one piece of this whole puzzle, and that is a Goliath at the very least.
Yeah, and they still have to contend with Java Express, who is also 3-0'd. So it is definitely going to come down to watching those two teams. And I think the Boise State Production and ICCU West are going to be a near mirror match going into this, as Boise State Production is now the 2-1 and ICCU West is 1-2. So it is very going to be close between those two. And Idaho National Guard is going to have an uphill battle going up against East, as you mentioned, because they're terrifying.
Yeah, again, Spades just putting up 30 points per match, in a 30 elimination kind of game mode. Absolutely ridiculous, but it does look like we need to take a quick second as we set up for these quarterfinals matches, if I'm not mistaken. So we will be back in just a minute.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Hello, good evening, and welcome back. Of course, happy holidays to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Tonight, we are here for the 2021 edition of the Giving Games, where local businesses and the Boise State production team face off in Call of Duty. This year's Giving Games features a 3-match seeding that we've kind of worked our way through, followed up by the playoffs. Tonight, we will take a look at some of the action from the first 2 matches. Quick peek there at the bracket. Again, my name is Chizu, joined here by Brenner Bear, and so far we've been calling the action hot and heavy. Heavy, a little bit of a stop as far as our last one was concerned. ICCU East just opening up and showcasing what they have and why they're one of the #1 seeds in this tournament against Boise State Production, again, who was looking at 2-1. And they'll be sitting there at 2-1, looking for the 3-0, not able to find it again. Shizu and Brenner Bear here for you. And so far, so good as far as the ICCU crews are concerned. And we will be moving on, it looks like, Drop-In Gaming versus Trailers Plus in our next match.
Yeah, so we've seen Drop-In Gaming in that first series. So now going into these quarterfinals with the start of the bracket, these two teams are technically evenly matched right now because they are both 1-2. So a lot of things are to be expected of. This is going to be a very close match, and we could even see this go past a map number 3, which is something we have not yet seen in any of these matchups between any of these teams because either side has had a pretty clear victor.
Sure.
And we've had some close battles, but none haven't been able to break away from the clean 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, and again, as we mentioned, Drop-In Gaming Trailers Plus will be the map we will be taking a look at, or sorry, match for that matter. As it does look, Java Express Go Out Local will be another map, or match, my goodness, that we'll be seeing in the future. Boise State Production versus ICCU West, and then again, the Idaho National Guard going up against the Goliath, the monstrosity, the crew of Spades and Friends, ICCU East, looking to continue on their dominant performance here. And again, just absolutely stellar showing from ICCU East. You can only imagine ICCU West does have a leg to stand on as well. As we take a look at the event in general, for those of you just joining us, very standard Call of Duty rules apply. Best of 5. We haven't seen past 3 yet, but that could change as we move forward. Hardpoint, search and destroy, control, hardpoint, search and destroy. And of course, starting at Moscow, hardpoint this week will be kind of the launching point for each of these games. Cannot play the same map twice, no matter how much you love checkmate for that matter. You're only seeing it once per round, and losing team picks the next map to kind of make up for any discrepancies in the map previous. But again, we have not seen that go in favor really of any of the crews. And in fact, as we've said, 3-0s throughout the course of today's concern. Definitely looking for more as we move forward tonight. And again, as far as this matchup concerned, Drop-In Gaming versus Trailers Plus going to be our next lineup here. Chizu and Brenner Bear bringing you all the action. And again, we've seen precarious loadouts from just about every team. We've seen the quick scope of Spades ring true, in Spades, if you will. And we've seen some close-up AR SMG play, as we were talking about earlier. Curious to see what will move here into the next one, because we have seen Drop-In, haven't really had eyes on Trailer yet as we move into this Moscow game.
Yeah, so a lot of eyes are going to be on Trailer Plus as we haven't seen them for this stream and this quarterfinals. But we have seen Drop-In Gaming, and we know that they're going to play it a little bit closer to the belt because that's where they succeed a lot with these XM4s as these early engagement is already kicking off. And Tsunami is going to be all eyes on with this MP5 and is going to get second blood as he was just barely beaten out to one of his teammates passing on.
Oh, and King is doing a great job covering this door as Shawnee's covering the left-hand side. This is kind of the setup stuff that I was talking about, the awareness of the map. Isn't going to win the long engage, but was for a quick second looking pretty good there, and that's just, unfortunate aiming. Shawnee Tsunami, looking like Johnny Tsunami riding on that snowboard, if you know what I mean, as he comes on through. Going to be mowed down is C-Dubs. Weirdbeard going to find that one.
Yeah, we saw from when Trailers Plus tried to attack the site, not checking their corners. Even though this is not Rainbow Six Siege, it still matters having those tactics of the team play. So once again, Shiny Tsunami is just having his fill of running around the point, taking everyone out. Once again, as we see him take out Caboose.
Oh, and Tsunami's got that streak. And for a quick second, it looks like literally Vibing was doing just that, but now is literally dying. Going to be picked up there by Shani Tsunami, who's sitting on that 6 streak. Nice move there from King. He's feeling pretty good as well, looking at that 3 streak.
Yeah, and he's about to get that cruise missile again as a friendly Semtex will take out from literally Vibing onto Weirdbeard.
Hold this. And that's what happened.
He definitely did unwillingly because it is a sticky grenade, but now they're going to have to try to push this point as constant trades coming out from these two teams. But again, not checking his corners, dies to a guy in the corner.
Yeah, and C-Dubs is just making wins here as finds himself a pair on the point, and 77-0. Trailers Plus hasn't even been able to get on the point yet. C-Dubs finding yet another one.
Yeah, Drop-In Gaming has been playing it forward for sure. Once they know where the next point is, they leave one person on and then immediately go over to it as we got a little quick second of, oh, wait, he was behind him.
That's me. That was just me incarnate right there, running right past somebody. You're like, where was he? You watch the kill cam, you're like, oh,
He was there.
He was there the whole time. Right on. So
The worst part is when they chase you for so long because they want to go for like the melee kill,
Yep.
and you turn around and you're like, "Oh, this has been the person following me this whole time."
I should have known better. I thought those were my teammates' footsteps. Guess not. So, moving on in here. Trailers Plus, as we were talking, has so many trophy systems up, you can't throw anything in there, let alone something you want. They are on the point for the first time, picking up their first couple of points. Father tries to slide, instead gets mowed down in process, but Shiny Tsunami looking pretty good. Rozard finds a good kill there, and just look at how many trophy systems are there. So spaced out evenly and immediately removed there by C-Dubs. It's like, wait a minute, 1, 2, how many of these things you guys got? Tries to throw us out.
Yeah, you got to take those out before
Whoops.
you throw something because they will shoot anything out of the sky for
Oh,
sure.
that's funny.
But hey, finally, Trailers Plus getting on point with the last, 5 seconds remaining for them as the rest of Dropping
Yeah.
Kings moving forward to the next one. But it seems that Trailers Plus actually has the advantage as they have a lot of it. But again, not checking their corners looks the wrong direction, but will win that engagement.
King's not happy about that one. A fight here in the window. Shiny Tsunami going to find that one. 13-2, feeling real good. Just jumping and shooting his Rozard, going in circles, not able to turn around fast enough. So Father Time and his ally will be able to continue this push here. But the hard point in favor of Trailers Plus. Yet another trophy system goes up. They burned 3 last time. Might as well find the 4th. Weirdbeard finding a killing spree here. So the side of Trailers Plus, kill spread looking pretty good. Scoreboard just not as strong. There's a connection interruption. We got a little bit of Lagarino, but it's okay. Weirdbeard gonna be shot on down. King gonna find 1. Wallbang 4-2. Looking for the rest of the crew. Isn't gonna find it. Literally slides across the map. But again, Trailers doing a really good job holding this point. Literally vibing, coming through the window to the wall. Gonna be mowed down as King Boo's gonna find that one.
Yeah, Trailers did finally get their trophy system set up, but all 3 will finally get taken out as Drop-In Gaming takes the point. Trailers Plus had a solid start to this point, but is going to plan for the future and go for the next one, but is already contested.
Yeah, everybody just Zerg rushing the mid for all you StarCraft players out there, but it looks like they will have a great angle as Father Time should be able to see these guys, unless he's just like me and somehow, for some reason, just can't see them. It's one of those situations. They clean them up with relative ease on the back of Shiny Tsunami up from what it looks like to be those escalators down below.
Yeah, we saw that issue from Weirdbeard using the FFAR with the higher recoil going up against a Creek. And the execution coming out.
Shocked in the bum. That doesn't feel good.
It's what you want to see from the so far winning team of Trailers Plus, which fingers crossed they can come back.
It happens. Again, we've seen huge discrepancies overcome, and all it takes is a little bit of slip up. You find the kneecap, and you continue to just hamstring it. I know, those two spots
even
are
if they don't win the round, they win in style points. They got the execution. I 100% respect that.
It's got to be that MVP, the player of the game. Nothing as cool as that, and just a great disrespect nonetheless, because he came in, mowed down 1, found the other, so gotta love it. Feels good, feels great, and so does that, as Rozard going to find C-Dubs there. Takes a nice little nap real quick as the screen starts to look a little bit more red. Never mind, popped in the face by Shiny Tsunami.
Yeah, he's been running around having a field day with Trailers Plus, just never staying on point, saying, I wonder if they're going to spawn here. Oh, they are. Yay, eliminations. As he goes into the 2v1, finally loses that situation, which is not uncommon for him. But the trophy sims coming out not even on point for Trailers Plus, just to stay alive. So they're on the staging area. But Weirdbeard with the FFAR, once you get close range, you win those gunfights.
And it was just one of those interesting, like, he had pulled the aggro through that door frame, allowing for him to make that flank, and finds the dub relatively easy. But again, Drop-In Gaming just really strong. And getting the remainder here, Rozard trying to do something. Going to get a couple of seconds trying to close the gap, 173.86, as the next hard point going to unlock here in just a second. And Drop-In Gaming is all over it.
Yeah, with how long these hardpoint rounds can go, you definitely memorize the rotation of these hardpoints and where to plan for next, because it tells you where they're going to go before the prior one ends with 10 seconds left on the board. And also not running the gas mask is interesting, as we've seen so many players use it because they can just run the card perk greed to have 2 of each. But you're going to get hit by the stun and just take it and still live through it.
Yep, looks like it. Caboose going to find 1, but his teammate going to be dropped in the meantime. Shots coming out from Father Time, not going to connect, as Caboose will be able to find himself yet another 191.89. And right now, Drop-In Gaming has pretty much everything they need and then some. But as you see, Weirdbeard throws out the trophy, going to get mowed down, but Rozard should be able to get the first one. Looking for the second, not able to find it. Did get the confirmation tick, so he knows somebody's there. Doesn't look like he's going to peel out. Going to challenge this one yet again. Is just demolished by Rozard.
Yeah, I feel the pain of anybody who dies to a prone person because you're like, oh, that's just a dead body. It won't be anybody. And then you die to that person. And you're just like, come on, man.
No, psych. Just kidding. Nice try, though.
Yeah, but Trailers Plus definitely coming alive so far and trying to hold on to what they can as they still hold the point and stunning and flashing themselves.
Feels good. Feels great. It does look like the flank here in from Drop In Gaming. Going to find one, finds a second, takes a trophy system out as well. They have the point, and now things are looking dire on the side of Trailers Plus. As you said, a quick surge of life as Weirdbeard is going to find one from above on top of this bus here. Going to try to push on forward. Does have the trophy system to help on out. Syntech is out, but bullets can't be stopped.
Yeah, sadly, trophy systems can't shoot that out of the sky. Not yet, at least.
Could you imagine?
Artillery is going to get the friendly fire on top of taking out Caboose from Tsunami, so probably a bit of a miscommunication there. But
it's about making a statement. I'll take you out and my friends.
Made. He's 35 and 10.
Just feeling it. Feeling it. No surprises, though, as he's kind of been the highlight reel for the side of Drop In Gaming. And again, we've mentioned that Bouge, Father Time, and C-Dubs have been doing pretty strong as well, but just as far as KD spreads are concerned, Shawnee just putting on a clinic. Yet another one there as he jumps on in, mows to the right. Gonna find one, gonna find yet another. This guy is just ruthless. Third one, sure, why not? Shoot back, he says. Please and thank you.
Yeah, he's on a casual 12 streak. Finally is gonna be ended, though.
Casual.
Finally. But Weirdbeard has been definitely one of the star players for his team, being 17 and 19, quickly followed by Rosin, who's 19 and 22, though.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. Just casual 12 streak. I'm lucky to get 12 kills in a game. You know, like Caboose though gonna pick himself up one, literally vibing, going to help him out. C-Dubs is going to follow the process. The entire crew of Trailers Plus picking up singulars. As it does look like Drop In Gaming going to be a little bit on their heels this time around, but there is a long hill to climb. Slides in, gets mowed down. Not what you were looking for as Drop In Gaming 227, 151 as this hard point now unlocks. And we'll see. It looks like in favor immediately of Trailers Plus. So they got out, they got in. And they should have an opportunity here. Looks to throw in that tactical, isn't going to do so. Stunned on out, taking some damage. And again, those trophy systems are doing wonders for the side of Trailers Plus. But as you mentioned, can't stop the bullets, and the side of Drop In Gaming makes their move. And it looks like they, wow, for a quick second had something, but Caboose stopped them in their tracks.
Yeah, Trailers Plus cannot lose this point for much longer, because once Drop In Gaming gets to that 250, they will take it. So Trailers Plus really needs to start clutching up and have a solid team push onto the point rather than taking these constant 1v1s where they're just getting picked off and staggered out.
That's how you play Call of Duty. You just go in one at a time and see what happens.
You just hold W. You always hold W and shift.
Double tap, double tap. Tactical sprint. Drop In Gaming picks up the first round and the first map for that matter. 250, 166 over Trailers Plus. As we take a look at our kill of the game, or play of the game for that matter, no surprises here. Shiny Tsunami finds one. He's going to find a second. And we actually did have eyes on this one, I believe, for a quick second, as he was able to pick up another one off of Caboose there at the bottom. And yeah, as I said, that was the shoot back at me moment where they tried their darndest, but were found wanting. So yet again, round over to Drop In Gaming, and Trailers Plus put up a little bit of a fight there for a little bit, and we're doing the best that they could. But it does look like this bit brought to you by Boise State Esports, and they are always looking for talented players, production, as well as broadcast talent, much like myself and Brenner Bear over there. Top talent, along with good grades and eligibility, can earn scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information. And again, you could probably find yourself something to communication, maybe esports business management, you know, something of that caliber. It is the Giving Games today, and as we mentioned, so many awesome crews playing for the Idaho Food Bank. You just happen to find yourself watching Drop In Gaming versus Trailers Plus. And again, Drop In Gaming looking strong. You see Doc enjoying the facilities on top of everything else. Myself, Chizu, Brenner Bear here, bringing you the action. And it's been really strong right now for the side of Drop In. Again, the crews of Trailers Plus had signs of life. It was just a little too late as far as that first round is concerned, moving here into the S&D portion of this map.
Yeah, and Search and Destroy is definitely where we've seen the most teams have that combative of, we're going to try to beat you here, because being a best of 5, not going past map 3, it's been clean 3-0 sweeps. Search and Destroy has definitely been the closest out of any of these game modes, because hardpoint is pretty much, we know where the hardpoint's going to be after the first rotation, so they can just plan ahead, and if we have the advantage, we'll just keep capitalize on it, so you can kind of snowball from there. Same with Control having limited lives. You can either go for the lives elimination, or you can just cap the 2 points and win it out right then and there. So search and destroy has definitely been the central mode of just, we can come back here because if we eliminate them, we win. We can plant the bomb, we win, or just simply time them out because there are no respawns, whereas all the other modes you can, even if it is a limited number. And once again, we are going back to raid. So it seems all of the teams that have been playing have been enjoying this kind of consistent map rotation of Moscow, raid, and then checkmate.
Do you want to like throw money on map number 3? Do we just start doing that now?
Checkmate.
Is it going to be checkmate just to see what happens? But again, I firmly believe if there was a time for Trailers Plus to turn up, it is right now. Again, we mentioned we saw Shadi Tsunami in the previous match earlier today, just absolutely go crazy on the first point, the hard point, if you will. And then S&D was a little
going
different.
down within the first 30 seconds.
Amazingly fast play this time around. So Shiny Tsunami says, shut up, Adam, watch this, as it looks like first opportunity is going to be planted here.
Yeah, all members of Trailer Plus still pretty much chilling in their spawn. We're watching Main finally get taken down by Tsunami, who's just kind of chilling in their area.
Oh!
And even gets run up on and still wins against Weirdbeard. A clean sweep for Drop-In Gaming on that first round. Very rush playstyle that worked out in their favor.
Sheesh, as they say, because that was looking good. Roser going to be dropped on there. C-Dubs, as we mentioned, peels away, kind of protecting the bomb. Shani Tsunami was up there on the left-hand side, just absolutely doing work, and C-Dubs will find yet another piece of the puzzle across map. Same exact spot, but I think it was Shani Tsunami that we saw just, again, gets collateral, or not collateral, but wall banged, still manages to win that fight right up in his face. That's a feel-good moment and just shows the supreme display of talent. Yeah, 2-2 for those guys.
Yeah, so it's up to Boogs and Father Time to kind of catch up to their fellow teammates as Trailers Plus has yet to even get one for their own. But this is only the second round, so there's plenty of time remaining.
So quick. Doesn't win it that time, though.
Which is good for the side of Trailers Plus, taking out kind of the star player of Drop-In Gaming. So now they just have to worry about Dubs, who also has 2 eliminations for himself. But if they want to plant the bomb on A, as it seems they're trying to do, they have to be able to push King Boogs out of his spot, and will be able to do that.
Yeah, he's forced out, tries to find a peculiar angle. Instead, is just going to meet 3 of the opposing side at the very least. See, Dubs saw a lot of red, but none of it on his health bar, so he'll be able to recollect. As I say it, he runs away and gets tagged on up, so this could be round here for Trailers Plus, looking super bleak for the first time for Drop-In Gaming.
Yeah, they're all stacked on A as Father Time comes in from behind and won't even see him jump around the van and gets taken out. So this is already a closer match than we've seen in all of the previous because it is 1-1 rather than a clean sweep from either side or going back and forth. So hopefully we see that continue for both sides because they have a really solid chance here, especially taking out Tsunami early on.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, they're just playing so fast on the side of Drop-In Gaming. A bomb plant within the first 30 seconds. They immediately start charging down center past the pit there. And Shawnee doesn't win that round that time. So as we mentioned, or as you mentioned earlier, it's just an uphill climb for the side of Drop-In. They weren't able to pick up the rest of it. So we'll see what happens here. Third round of S&D. And first blood going over to Shani Tsunami. A little bit more characteristics of the round as it does look like literally vibing. Going to find C-Dubs. Rosert also going to find yet another one. Just finds Shani. Did appear he was planting there, so the bomb is open and available. Rosert may have an angle here. Again, playing Ring Around the Rosie in the Cabana. He's going to be shooting on through. Gets him in the dome. And King Booge all by him's lonesome.
Had that hipfire laser to help aim it down and wins that engagement. So now in this 2v1 situation, Boogs can definitely still pull it out, especially since he knows that there is one enemy on this point. But it seems that Roser is looking in the wrong direction.
They're both kind of just looking in the wrong direction as it does look like King might walk his way back in that Call of Duty timing as it does look like Roser turned around at the worst possible moment. You got to land him. He does. Weirdbeard, the last alive. This should give King here an opportunity, but he needs to watch this window to his right. We can see that he can't. Should be spotted out here. He's going to pick up the bomb. Should have not the angle. He should be, yeah, get pinged out real easy. That's what I was going to say. Trailers Plus picks up that round. Just didn't realize that window to his right was just the undoing.
Yeah, really not the best play you want to see right now. It was kind of the battle of the potatoes between those two for a hot second.
Feels bad. But hey, he got the kill. So, you know, it's a little...
But didn't win the round.
Shh. Silver linings.
We know they can come back. Drop-In Gaming has been playing very well. These two teams are very closely matched in Search and Destroy so far.
Absolutely.
And so we could definitely see this going past a map number 3, fingers crossed. So it is not a clean 3-0 sweep. But First blood yet to happen.
Looks like A is going to be the play. Rosert looking for an angle. Very safe situation. Is going to find a couple of shots there on Father, getting pinged down by their own shots as well, as it looks like King looking to throw the tack is going to do it. Gas mask is going to be called out, as it does look like Shawnee is going to find the first, going to find a second, as Vibing is going to be dying at that point. Third one coming through from Shawnee. Tsunami give him a third, possibly a fourth, as Rosert all by their lonesome in one of the tighter corridors is going to find one, but now has been found out. Forced back away from this building as, wow, had the opportunity. Shot up one, but was mowed down by the opposite side, to a side here in map number 2.
Really back and forth between these two teams, which is exactly what you want to see in a both being 1-2s in these tournaments so far. Of course, Tsunami is going to get the play of the game, getting a 3-piece for themselves.
And kind of just a rude dude from behind situation, catching a mid-rotation. The call-out wasn't quite there. Wins the immediate ego challenge right off the bat. So
I mean, he's 7-2, so,
right. So
it's expected.
We've just seen it go other ways, is all I'm saying. And he just happens to do it very strongly this time around, and with authority, I believe is the term.
I mean, if he gets eliminated early on, we know Trailers Plus can easily bring it back and take it, as Rosert's looking for that long angle with the XM4.
They've done it at least twice.
Yeah, he has, but the MP5 from Tsunami is going to get it as he goes for the rush, but will finally get taken out. So now Rosert has a chance, but loses the long-range engagement.
And he knows they were planting, didn't have any information, so figured he could get the angle, didn't realize the rest of the crew was there, as it does look like literally is going to be scared away as the plant is down on A. Weirdbeard, last alive, going to find one, making this a 1v2, so manageable at the very least, but the bomb has been planted.
Yeah, and with 30 seconds on the board, the pressure is on to try to get any sort of engagement. He was hopefully able to see him before the bullets were fired, but I do not think so, so he's going to have to go for the long rotation, and Father Time holding that close angle could easily take this.
Oh, yeah, just mowed down from the statue side. Drop In Gaming picks up their third round, moseying their way here for their second possible victory, but again, just take a look at that as King. Shots ring true. A nice little peek, gets mowed down, and literally, again, got pushed out of there almost immediately as well. So solid run and a quick plant on A, or I'm sorry, I guess a normal plant on A kind of forces Trailers Plus to make a move found wanting.
Yeah, now that they're back on the attack, they could easily take this just because of how consistent they've been of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Seeing that.
That's just stats.
Exactly.
Shawnee gonna find that one. Speaking of stats, the dude has a massive KD. Weirdbeard going to find that one. So evened aside, but it took a handful of members to knock down Shawnee. So 3 apiece. We'll see what it looks like. B going to be the intended spot, and the bomb is actually dropped. I didn't even realize that that was the situation. So peculiar situation. Drop shot, not going to find anything. Weirdbeard just going to hit that R2 and find another one on top of it. Give that boy a dub. King going to find him there in this fight coming down the mid, as Caboose is going to actually win that fight. My goodness.
Yeah, I guess he had the better aim in that situation, going up against the member of Drop In Gaming. Surprised the melee also didn't happen here, as he got right up in his face. He definitely could have gone for the swing. Instead, it's going to get the 2-piece best play with that FFAR, as he was quickly eliminated not even a second later. But Trailers Plus,
I got
keeping true to the statistics that I mentioned.
Stats.
Back and forth.
So that in theory, Drop In Gaming is going to run 3 back if it is anything like we have seen. If the algorithm and the situation are real, that's what we're in for at this point.
We're here for a conspiracy theory of numbers.
You thought it was charity? No.
I mean, this is Black Ops, so it's all about the numbers, Mason. Come on now. This is how this works.
Absolutely. Shawnee Tsunami, quick little plant there, as we were talking about as well. It looks like A going to be the decision maker here. Is going to see one, but is going to pick up Caboose in the meantime, right as the camera switches, but the kill cam comes through. King going to find literally Vibing. And Shawnee Tsunami just says, excuse me, sir, this is my center of the map. Opens up from the hip, gives him the old thrust, and finds yet another.
Yeah, so now in the 1v4 situation, he's going to have to clear the high ground, but he abandons it as soon as quick. He did see the head, but didn't even go for the shot. It's going to take the fire. And the communication's on, so now it's all members converging.
Okay.
He will be able to take out one, but it's going to have to be on the retreat.
What's up? Oh! Just gives it to him.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Went from a 1v4 to a 1v2. Power of search and destroy.
Clutch.
He still has the ability to come back.
Now they know. He doesn't see the guy on the left, and that is going to be that timed on out, or was it kill? I can't even see. But It was a quick opportunity there. Always feels great when a guy lands right in front of you. Shani Tsunami with the massive best play plant. The skill, the desire. This is actually where it comes from. He picks up that one. If I'm not mistaken, he'll pick up a second here in just a bit. Bleeding on out, takes the ego challenge, doesn't even care, says, watch me. Yep. Up, over, finds the back of the dome. Feels good.
When all else fails, just panic hipfire. That'll be great.
What else do you, wait, you do something else, like ever in the game?
Melee.
Oh, yeah, no. Panic hipfire.
See, I played this like it's Modern Warfare 2, running around with Commando. Like, I'm going to melee you from across the map. Woohoo!
Take that.
Definitely not the most aggravating thing ever. But at least they got rid of new tubings from across the maps, right?
I mean, you know, I'm playing Vanguard. Anyways, there's a couple other
Different
issues.
game, different game. It's okay, it's okay. It can't hurt you here.
It can't hurt me here, thank goodness, because it does look like Rosert is looking for one, but King going to be putting some hurt on. Rosert does find the one we were mentioning before. 3 aside, and the vision is in favor of Drop In Gaming. They're going to get that cross map, looking to get Rosert here firing through. You going to aim? Okay. He was trying to work on his movement. That was what was going on there, as it does look like one remains. Drop In Gaming picking up that one. And looking to be at map point here, 5-3. The simulation is real.
I mean, as you mentioned, it was quick back and forth, and now it's going to be the clean 3-0 sweep from Drop In Gaming, it seems. So we might just go to a map 3, and that might be the end of it. Hopefully not, because Trailers Plus has given Drop In Gaming a run for their money.
Yep.
So I definitely think they have a solid chance of bringing this back, especially in Search and Destroy, because this is the one mode that you see most teams have a comeback in, seeing as they can even things out, not having to worry about the respawns as the typical team deathmatch style.
Oh. Had information, doesn't realize dude's peeled out of there and is going to get mowed down from the left-hand side. Shani Tsunami makes sure he is dropped. Rosert returns the favor. Was he planting or just like looking? Because
he was planting.
He's going to be dropped right there. Rosert just says, nah, dude, not this time.
That's why everyone goes prones and spins when they are planting the bomb, just so they're not standing and just saying, hey, I'm right here. So King Boogs in this 1v3 situation's not looking good, as Trailer Plus as we keep saying, showing signs of life, and we'll take it.
All right. Simulation broke. There is no, I don't know, statistic. We'll see what happens. But as you mentioned, Trailers Plus can once again run this one back. Was down 3 maps. Now they're only down 1, or 3 rounds for that matter, and looking to pick up their first map of this round.
Yeah, if they can even take a map off Drop In Gaming, that will look good for them in the stats-wise, even though they will be dropped out of the bracket. But
yeah, right. It really matters now at this point. There's no second chance. There's no really
no losers bracket.
No second chance bracket to try to stabilize what happened a round prior. So all on the line. It does look like Rosert should have eyes here on Dubs. Has a teammate to help him as well. Cabana to the right doesn't see him immediately. Has all of his teammates and then some. B is a hard push. We're going to do our best little swimming impression here. Coming on through, does have the angle through the water, not going to find it. Tries to move on up and is mowed down, loses that challenge.
Hey, Call of Duty connection interrupted.
It happens, it's weird. Caboose going to lose his life as well. So now it's down to literally vibing, literally by themselves, literally has to win this round or it's all for naught. Plants down on B, and you see him just like a swarm of hornets. King Booge going to be moving on in, going to be taking out vibing, going to be securing this map.
Yeah, as much as Call of Duty is kind of that fast-paced run-and-gun game, sprinting is also one of the biggest issues a lot of players have. Of they're going to sprint around a corner and try to jump shot the person, but 90% of the time the person around the corner is just sitting there holding it, waiting for you to do exactly that.
Yeah.
Which is why you definitely want to occasionally, in Call of Duty, Words of Heresy, take things slow. Oh no. And just walk around the corner so you can have that aim down sights ready and set to go so you can have those accurate shots, or even just jump around the corner and not go for the sprint.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, just looking so good for them. But don't forget, you can apply for a job with the best place to work in Idaho, Idaho Central Credit Union. Now hiring for positions like software developer, server administrator, workstation technician, information security intern, as well as DevOps engineer. Learn more and apply today at www.iccu.com/careers. Also, you'd be, possibly on one of their super awesome Call of Duty teams, as, they have 2 of them in this tournament. tournament. Again, these are the giving games. Playing for the Idaho Food Bank, Chizu and Brenner here. And now it is do or die for Trailers Plus. We mentioned they were looking good. They had a leg to stand on as far as that map was concerned. But again, Drop-In Gaming just showing why they're some of the best, picking up their second map and could be looking for a victory here in just a little bit.
And of course, as is tradition for map number 3, we are going over to Checkmate for Control. So no surprises there, as it has been the exact same maps every single time around. The first map is hard set in Moscow. These teams can choose any other map. They're just consistently choosing raid and checkpoint, so it just seems to be the fan favorites.
It's just, you sounded like one of those automation systems that you call. It's like, for map number 3, it will be Checkmate.
Like, you don't get a choice. Like,
it is what it is. It's just a very open and curious map as well. The comfort as far as Control is concerned, you really do have an opportunity to take control right off the, no pun intended, right off the bat. Again, as we mentioned, once you control the airplane itself, that underwing becomes a very, very interesting and stagnant spot, with that A point being the early take, as we've seen historically, at least through these last couple matches.
Yeah, and it really also fits a lot of the different play styles from all of these players. You know, we've seen Spades with the quick scopes working on this map and him running out of ammo because he does it so well. And we've also seen, you know, Chosen running around with that Mac 10, the super close range, but he's able to close the distance and get those eliminations when he was playing for the production team. So going into this one, it seems that they're going to stick with kind of the MP5 Krieg consistent meta picks that we see so consistently in Team Deathmatch as the more, I don't want to say casual Call of Duty players, but it's the meta,
sure.
So that's what everyone is doing.
Yeah.
Same with the FFAR, the really high rate of fire, so it seems that they're just sticking to what they know and what they're good with.
Yeah, again, to getting pelted right there, Shani Tsunami. Actually, wow, interestingly enough, finds himself too, bodies all over the place. Trailers Plus with the early lead, as Drop-In Gaming loses 2 more than their opponents. And it looks like right now, Trailers Plus has a pretty good grip on both of these control zones, so already off to a pretty stellar start until those shots do not ring true. Shiny Tsunami finds one with King on his back.
Yeah, it seems this is definitely the strategy of all the teams going into Control is dedicate everything onto that 1 point, cap it, go to the next one. We saw in the very first matchup of ICCU East absolutely dominate it, and just now getting the first tick onto A for Trailers Plus, or for Drop-In Gaming, sorry, is exactly what you want to see.
Oof.
Trailers Plus finally evening things out between the two teams. No one member has been able to really skyrocket away as Tsunami gets taken out again and is even at 3-3.
Yeah, and Trailers had a really good setup there as far as the A point is concerned, but, you know, Shani Tsunami just dive bombs in and is taking control of that A point now with the help of his crew as well. Caboose looking to get somebody here. Trophy systems are out in pretty good position as well. Caboose not able to get any ticks there. Was looking to help out his ally. Instead watches him fall in front. And there's a double there for King. As I mentioned, Caboose, he gets shot in it.
Yeah, advantage of having that far going up against Krieg. You have the higher rate of fire, able to dish out that damage earlier, and with the 40-round mag, have longer ammo sprays because that Krieg only had the 30. But Trophy System's not going down with how many tacticals are being thrown is quite impressive.
Yeah, the fact that they were able to throw that stun right off of the wall was actually pretty neato burrito. Shiny Tsunami finds one, knows the rest are there, gets the confirmation from the gas mask, doesn't find anything as far as the wall is concerned, and gets mowed down the second he moves out of position by literally vibing.
Yeah, tried to go into the plane, got shot on the stairs, and of course, right as you look away, the member runs into your line of sight.
Absolutely.
We'll still get the elimination, though, as Trailers Plus is coming back to defend this final point.
Doing a good job as far as this point is concerned. As you mentioned, A already taken for the side of Drop-In, so now the timer starts, and Trailers needs to hold this down or it's going to be a long walk home, unless they're already there, in which case it's just not going to feel pretty great.
Yeah, and this is where we really see the advantage of holding the plane come into play because B is right underneath the wing. So if you can take it, you have advantage to just jump all around the point and take them out. So now all of the trophy systems coming out as Dubs even throws down his own. Trailer Plus is essentially having to attack so they can defend the point.
They get that progress right there. They know they can close it out right here if they hold this one down. Looks like Shani Tsunami is just lying in wait like a pit viper, just waiting for someone to fall into his trap. Looking good as far as this round is concerned. Father Time finds one, literally vibing, does the same on the opposite side. So far, so good for Drop-In.
Yeah, Drop-In Gaming really playing to their win condition of holding the plane, one person on point, and then we'll cut off all the entrances to the point because they have control of the thing above the point. get a little bit of the connection interruption once again, as is tradition for Call of Duty. But it seems that Drop-In Gaming will take it because Trailers Plus could not get back on the point.
It is a beautiful day for Boise State Esports, therefore the world, as it does look like everything going super strong here and in favor of Drop-In Gaming. Again, Trailers Plus looks really good there for a quick second, had a little bit, a skosh of an early lead, and then people like, our good friends over at Drop-In Gaming just really turned it around. The last handful of seconds of that map, you could really tell what it was that Shawnee Tsunami, as well as King here, are putting on as far as this third map is concerned.
Yeah, and even in that prior round, Trailers Plus still got the best play with Weirdbeard on their side, so they're still playing very well compared to Drop-In Gaming. So these teams have been very close match, but it seems Drop-In Gaming is just barely being able to edge them out here.
Just moments of flair, if you will. And that is a little bit more indicative of what we've been seeing as immediate two going over in the favor of Drop-In Gaming. And Trailers Plus right now just struggling.
Yeah, with it being so early on in the game, no one has those trophies. This is to deny all the Semtexes flying onto point. So it's just going to be having to go for the hard hold as Trailers Plus is dedicating everything over to A, and it seems Drop-In Gaming is just going to let them have it and wait for the B push to happen.
And this is, again, what we've kind of been seeing as far as all these games are concerned. At least the third point, checkmate. A is where you start, and you kind of just amoeba your way into the other side of the map. But as far as this round is concerned, it's looking good for Trailers Plus. Was looking good for Trailers Plus. Literally vibing going to pick up yet another one there.
Yeah,
shoots his teammate.
There's you always got to love a little friendly poke. That's exactly what it is.
It's just a panic, and speaking of panic, it looks like he's going to find Father Time there on the B side of things. And they're doing pretty strong, man. They might have this A point, and it does appear to be the case. Trailers Plus getting on the board.
Yeah, literally vibing, even picking up an enemy's weapon off the ground just to get that ammo, because no one is running Scavenger, apparently, as King Boogs is still holding this plane wing, able to deny the B push as A was finally taken by Trailers Plus, but now Drop-In Gaming has had a very solid defense on this B point.
And they are fired up. If you're the side of Trailers Plus, you know that they are throwing everything and the kitchen sink and then some at this B point. They have to hold this down. They have to find a way back into this. And so far, so good. Drop-In Gaming does have the life advantage. As I say that, one of those gets cut short. Father Time looking for more. He's going to put on the ticks. He's going to get one of them, and the rest of his crew swings on in to finish out the remaining members of Trailers Plus. And now it looks like they will be able to continue to push here onto the B side.
Just as Tsunami gets the friendly elimination with his grenade onto a member of Drop-In Gaming, so they're trying to even things out with the lives, even by murdering each other.
Just to make sure, but they could end up taking this just on eliminations alone. As again, 15-11 in favor of Drop-In Gaming's. Trailers Plus does have the positional advantage as they are continuing to hold this B side, as it does look like shots coming through. Rozert is there, but instead mowed down. Shawnee Tsunami with what appeared to be a three-piece. Could have only been two, possibly. Nade is good as Rozert is going to bite the dust as well. Trophy system is out. Weirdbeard looking for more. 11-6. Make that 5 in favor of Drop-In Gaming, and Weirdbeard going to fall as well. This very well could be a lives kind of situation with Drop-In Gaming coming out on top. Wow.
Yeah, Trailers Plus needs to stick to the right side of this plane because Father Time has been holding that sight lane with either a really long range AR or a sniper, so playing to that right side is definitely going to be the Trailers Plus' advantage. That's things on the team play side that they need to be able to communicate and play around, as it seems that Caboose is going for the play against him, but it's kind of ring around the rosy between the two as they engage each other in a pistol battle.
Yeah, melee. Yeah.
No.
For a quick second, it was the most gentlemanly fight of all time, a duel of sorts, literally vibing, holding on. The final member of Trailers Plus could clutch this out if they are able to. 6-1, no respawns remaining, never mind shots from the right. You had to have hope, as it is match point in favor of Drop-In Gaming, and they are looking unbelievably dominant in this third map.
I mean, literally, Vibing was doing fantastically because right at the end there, he was 21-12, which is, I believe, the highest we've seen any member in Trailers Plus get. So that is exactly what you want to see, because Tsunami, as good as a player they were not performing at their peak for this map.
Absolutely. And again, they had the control. They had the spot. And for a quick second, it looked like they were going to be able to capitalize on B, but instead are found wanting by just a handful, a literal handful. You have to think to yourself, if they would have maybe played it a little bit slower, paid more attention to the lives remaining, they could have probably pushed that advantage. But again, this could be it. Drop in Gaming looking to advance as far as this tournament is concerned. Trailers Plus looking to just stay alive here. They have to run 3 back in order to continue their tournament hopes and dreams. And immediately in favor of Trailers Plus, but they'll trade it on back.
Yeah, Drop In Gaming on the attack definitely knows how to push these two sites as they're kind of split pushing it, if anything. They're holding the top of B, getting ready to take it as they're holding A. But Trailers Plus isn't really even contesting A because they know it's all about B, but B is their worst spot. So you should hold A as long as you can because that's the one that you've been able to take so easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to change it up, seeing if anything works, I would assume is the case. Rosert laying on the ground, going to find an easy one there. Lying in wait. That nade is good, rings true. King gonna find that one. Kills all over the place. 22-25 in favor of Trailers Plus. You gotta love the early advantage. They're gonna stack up here on the B side. It looks like C-Dub's looking for something, not going to find much of anything. Has an idea that somebody might be there on the A side of things. That looks like where Drop In wants to be, but literally vibing with the huge flank. Going to find one there. And again, pushing there on the red A side. Rosert going to find 2, but then Shiny Tsunami takes out vibing.
Yeah, it seems Trailer Plus is doing much better on the defense, especially with literally vibing just popping off for his teammate. And also the kills are a lot more evenly spread on the side of Trailers Plus compared to Drop In Gaming. So their players are definitely the better as a team, whereas Drop In Gaming has those 2 individuals that are just popping off of Tsunami and King Boogs. So coming down to Trailers Plus on this defense, having to retake the point, but neither team has it as of right now.
Rosert's got a killing spree, which I think is the first time we've seen that as far as Trailers Plus is concerned, so congratulations to him. Shows signs of life, as now he's sitting at that 7 streak that we were talking about. Rosert is just going psycho mode. Booge is going to be dropped there. Caboose picks up a double, and Trailers Plus is fighting back. Huge kill differential.
Yeah, and they are able to take it. So this is the furthest we've ever seen a control map go. So now we are on to a round 4 for this map, as Roser, as you mentioned, popping off will get the best play. And if it carries over to next round, which I don't believe it will, he had those kill streaks, but I believe he will lose them going into the next round.
Now we'll see what the case is. Again, you're just absolutely insane right there. Great rotations and capable of making sure those shots land where you pointed them at. And you mentioned, you know, King and Shawnee, kind of the spearheads, the figureheads of Drop In Gaming. Father Time and C-Dubs definitely struggling comparatively to what we have seen in previous matches. And then again, Rosert feeling strong, vibing, doing just that. And Weirdbeard may have a little bit of a differential there, but Caboose, again, not looking too strong, or too weak, I was going to say.
He's living up to his name.
Yeah, exactly. Right in the Caboose. I was thinking, you know, red versus blue, but maybe that's just me.
No, I was thinking of a train Caboose.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was going to say,
just you're just crazy. It's fine.
Yeah. Red versus blue Caboose is not much better than perhaps the backside of a train, if
The only thing I know of red versus blue is Funhouse.
Yeah, there you go. It looks like
Eek, but that's just total sidebar.
Sidebar.
The melee, though.
C-Dubs looking for something and is finding nothing here. Trailers Plus, again, looking so good, looking to run this one back, and it looks like they already have this A point well under their control. Shawnee able to pop him in the face as literally vibing turns the corner. And the patience there from Shawnee, unmatched.
Yeah, and it seems that Drop In Gaming's not even going to push A. They're just going to freely give it. Okay. So that already is giving a huge leg up to Trailers Plus, especially since they have the lives advantage going up against Drop In Gaming.
Yeah, Shawnee again just holding down what he can. Vibing going to be mowed down here as well. Weirdbeard pushing on forward with the rest of his crew. Is going to find the back of one member. Possibly even takes out his own teammate. Absolutely. Weirdbeard says nobody survives as King lands a grenade right at his toesies. And he is no longer for this world. King returns the favor. Dubs finding yet another one as well. As the onslaught of aggression becomes point B, they are going to find another as Rosert drops there. Weirdbeard gonna find Tsunami, who has been such a figurehead for this crew, if not a Ronaldo type. And right now, looking pretty even this time around. Boogs is going to find that one as well. So the kills are very close. Control in favor of Trailers Plus.
Yeah, literally Vibing has definitely been the star player of his team so far, going for those flanks, as we see Rozard do the exact same thing. Getting into the back line of Drop-In Gaming will help you secure the point because they have so many long sightlines that they've been managing.
Oh no, the reload.
So reload does come in and will cost him his life from Weirdbeard, but Trailer Plus is on the point and is trying to get the second tick.
Differentials are starting to be a thing here. 13-16, control in favor of Trailers Plus. Shots coming through for King. He is going to find those. Unaware that to his right, never mind, they're just going to line it up right for him. I was almost assured that he saw not one but two, and he does have information on the second individual on that point. Making progress here is Trailers Plus, but they're going to be mowed down. Should be able to stop that second tick is the side of Drop-In Gaming. Just kidding. Melee's missing. Bullets missing. Swinging and missing. Drop-In Gaming trying to find a way back in. Kill differential now within one. Shots coming out from literally Vibing. Not even going to get the confirmation ticks.
Yeah, with a minute remaining, Father Times is always going for those drop shots, becoming predictable because they can recognize him by that panda skin for the dozer. But Trailers Plus holding on to this point right now, how it gets quickly taken out by Tsunami as the rest of his teammates are trying to just get control of the surrounding area.
Oof.
Working towards that second pit, but losing that progress.
And
not what you want to see, especially with only 45 seconds on the board remaining.
Just they thought they had an opportunity, and it is just being ripped away now at this point. Again, everything looks so good for Trailers Plus. Still doesn't look bad, but they are at their final respawns. This is it for this crew, and that is it for Weirdbeard. That is it for Rozard. It is 2v7 total, and you do not have much to come from. Nice jump there from Vibes. Gonna cut that down to 5. Gonna cut that down to 4. Literally Vibing is literally the last chance for this Trailers Plus crew as he's gonna get yet another one here. Caboose finding it as the respawns are gone for the site of Drop-In Gaming. It's 3-2. The tac mass is going to come out. Booge is going to drop the individual there. Shiny Tsunami is going to be in, but Drop-In Gaming finalizes it. Game, set, match. And that is in favor of the guys at Drop-In Gaming. What a match that one was.
Yeah, literally Vibing definitely clutching it up for his team the best he could as we see that final best play in his final moments, making it from that 7-2, as you mentioned, to that 2v3. So good on them, and I definitely think even though you lost it, you come away with that feeling that we did the best we could, and they did very well.
Absolutely.
Well, so going on in this bracket, Drop-In Gaming definitely has to be worried that in their first matchup, it was this close of a game.
Yeah, like we mentioned, that last map specifically was crazy, but let's take a quick peek at the standings. That would mean Drop-In Gaming moves on. Trailers Plus, unfortunately, finds the end of the road here. And in the meantime, we didn't quite have eyes on it. The Idaho National Guard, unfortunately, fell to the Goliaths known as ICCU East. Not that we are surprised, but it will take a absolute Super Saiyan God Mode tier team to drop that ICCU East team.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have an uphill battle, whoever goes up against them. And as we possibly head into this next matchup, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how continued these teams that are very close matched will go onwards. We know that Java Express going up against Go Out Local will probably dominate that, seeing as Go Out Local is 0-3 and Java is 3-0. I doubt we see that upset, but I would love to see it if it is at all possible.
Well, I got some good news for you, my friend. While we were in our last series, Boise State and ICCU West apparently have made it all the way to Game 5, dude. So while we were watching 3-0s,
yeah,
we're going to hop into their final game of the series as soon as we are ready to do so. And again, just a stellar performance from all teams that we've seen, whether or not, they are sitting at the 0-3 side of things. Each team has had unbelievable shining moments, and so it's something you love to see again as we are doing all of this for a great cause on top of it, playing for the Idaho Food Bank. But it looks like we are on S&D in standoff. Again, Boise State University's production team versus ICCU West. And if we've seen anything, that ICCU Green has looked very, very strong comparatively to the blue and orange. Although looking at as far as the standings, Boise State's looked pretty good.
Yeah, and it's really been even between these two teams. So going into Search and Destroy with a map that we have not seen in this week of the Giving Games. We have seen this map last week when I played with the ICCU West team. But already, Michael's finally going to get first blood.
Let's go, Michael.
seems that this is a much more even matchup for these two teams.
Do you think we just have big expectations of the Boise State crews because we know them?
Oh,
you know
of
what I
course.
mean? Like, you want a BM, but speaking of BM, Zebra Mini Horse says, take a nap. KD gonna find one. Darrell the stick, though. Baratel feels great about that one. ICCU, though, going to pick up the rest of that, and that'll give them the first one here. Again, this is the 5th map. They have to win this one. Both teams do, or their tournament dreams go to bed right now.
Yeah, and of course, Zebra Mini Horse with that 2-piece will get it, even though he was quickly eliminated by Baratel with that sticky nade from over the wall.
Baratel's like done with the tournament at this point. Baratel's like, I stuck him, I'm out, I win.
That was
Even
my
if we
one play.
lose, that's all I want. But Michael and Baratel, the caster duo extraordinaire. Some of the coolest dudes you'll ever meet. The only kills on the board for Boise State. Idaho Central East looking good, though, 2-1. And one trick pony, KD picked up a tick for themselves as well. Slippery Toad just looking for, maybe they were early off the bat. Maybe that was the case as Tick's coming down. Michael Hurton, he's going to find one over the wall. It looks like Silver going to find one as well. Slippery Toad and one trick pony going to find the two on the side of ICCU East. So now Fish and Chosen here going to be the final ones. Bomb is down.
Yeah, ICCU West in this 2v2 has a chance as both of their members have not been eliminated yet.
Oof.
As Michael gets quickly taken out by one trick pony, having that sight line advantage. And they have the bomb and free reign of the map as Silver's trying to go for that rotation.
Oh,
Ring around
no.
the Rosie right now. Will go up behind him and get the elimination with
Chosen.
the MP5. Chosen's bringing it back, evening things up, but KD's going to go for the plant on B.
Should be able to gather this information here relatively quick as to where KD is going to go. Smartly goes back, hops over the wall. So as we were speaking of information, Diffusal coming in.
He should be able to hear that, but he won't.
Oh, he's
running
going all the way around.
So the stealth diffuse goes off for free. Chosen
I am
takes it.
Ninja. Wowzers, but gowsers, dude. Boise State evens that one up. You probably aren't too happy about that.
No, you'd hope your teammates like wearing headphones and can hear the guy like poking away at the bomb, pressing all the buttons, and you're just be like, oh, someone's on it. But no, you just turn and ran away.
Spotify up to 15, 20 even. That's what it was. Just couldn't hear it over your sick jams.
As the typical Call of Duty players do.
Absolutely. Dude, it's so loud it comes through their speaker. You're like, man, I can
No,
hear
they blast it on all mic. They don't even do push to talk. They're just like, everyone wants to hear this,
I
right?
can hear your song better than I can hear your call-outs. What's wrong with you? Mini Zebra Horse is going to find Chosen. Bomb is going to be dropped, and Boise State not going to like that, but they have stabilized. Looks like Baratel going to get mowed down as well. Zebra Mini Horse looking pretty strong here. Riley picking up one for Boise State. Slippery Toad finds Riley in the meantime. It's all to Fish.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Michael will be able to do it even with the fire. Won't even use the grenade to try to clear him out. Runs into a corner, essentially, to try to clear out one guy, even though he jumped out the window, and now it's a ring around the Rosie. Michael not going to last. The execution probably going to come out.
Get turned on!
He will get it with the hip fire headshot. FFAR paying well for Michael.
Let's go, Fish. Let's get these eliminations, boy.
Yeah, it's a 1v2 for him now, so the pressure is on for sure, and he doesn't even have bomb control. He can see it, but he can't go for it as all enemy eyes are on it.
Does have information that the trophy system is there. Has picked up the bomb.
Gonna go for the plant on B, but
Oh, to the wall. Do it, Fish. There you go. That's that bomb that he was saving from earlier that you were talking about, that nade. He's going to challenge. Ego challenge.
Oh. Shot in the back from the crossfire.
Not fair. It's 2v1. That's not fair. He was going to. His Fish was looking
on
for
his
that.
back foot the whole time.
He was looking for that ego challenge hard. He knew he was there. He got rid of the trophy.
Where was the shotgun?
Yeah, right. Knew that the grenade didn't even tick off of that. So just a full-fledged, like, Last Samurai, Rambo combined scenario and just mowed down from behind. Feels bad.
Yeah, so now the...
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh.
Big awe there. But Boise State not looking too good on the side of the KD ratio, whereas ICCU West feeling very comfortable, especially now on the attack. It looks like they might even be going for the 8 push.
Okay.
So all 3 members of BSU pushing the one side, so it's definitely a mirror match here as Baratel waiting with the prone behind the tractor is not scouted out. We'll watch him just jump up, not fire a bullet and get taken out. As now Chosen's going for the refrag.
Tried so much patience there, but instead just needed to fire away. KD, the last one alive. Boise State has an opportunity, and they're looking pretty healthy to do it. As KD here rotating on the way behind A, as it looks like Riley looking to shoot is going to ring true. Boise State evens this up in a game number 5. Both of these crews not looking to go home.
I mean, this is why they went to map number 5, the first of any teams we've seen in the past in this best of 5. So on map 5, it's an all holds bars, throw everything you got at them, and it's been working. That's why we're 2-2.
Again, maybe that's where the aggression from Fish came out. They've decided they are done sitting and waiting. Kill spreads be damned. So long as we put on the pressure, we might find a way on it. And again, Chosen's been looking pretty good as far as this one's concerned. And Michael Fish looking strong for the first time all evening.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to bring it back in this last-ditch holds bar match. As we see First Blood go over to Riley, so already BSU is looking good as Chosen gets a headshot onto Katie, but will get rushed by One Trick, who is 5-2, so also playing very well.
Absolutely.
But the plant going down onto B will run away from point right as they saw each other, so a little bit of damage will be exchanged, but Slippery Toad now with a sniper that we have not seen.
Riley is taken on out at the end of things, and it looks like One Trick here going to find Baratel. Michael Fisher is the only one remaining here, as it does look like Michael is going to find one. He saw the second, he's got an opportunity, and Fish clutches it out! Amazing stance there from Boise State, and Fish, so patient, allows for 2 members to run right past him. Doesn't get play of the game, but my vote of confidence nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, this is proof of why these 2 teams came to a map number 5.
Right.
I'm so curious how the previous maps went then. Was it back and forth? Was it like, hey, we have 2, we're about to win. Now they came back and now they won 2. So in this search and destroy, it makes me feel like it's just back and forth because these teams are each having their shining moments.
Absolutely. We'll have to talk to Fish and Baratel after the cast. Be like, hey, guys, what happened? Because, again, we're just looking at the 5th one, and if this is any indication, this is one of those games where, like, you have to take a break. You have to, like, set the controller down, go on a little walk.
Maximum sweat.
Yeah, and you don't even intend for it to be. It's just so even. The stress becomes a multiplier almost at that point. So good moves all around. Fish says, look, I can play this game, and it Chosen picking up a First Blood here. It turned around immediately, 3 aside.
Yeah, so already things are evened up between these 2 teams in the 3v3. Zebra Mini Horse holding that cross line. Knew Chosen was there, but is going to give it up. But Bomb's not moving. You got to get the plant down with only 40 seconds on the board.
Nah, just wait. Nah.
Just going to wait out the timer.
Just wait it out.
Just give him the win.
Just give him the win.
It's fine.
Oh, Baratel has been doing, okay, I will say, Baratel may not have, like, the best score line, but he has been holding down that A point all game. If anything, he's been giving his team, great information. And see, he knew. Baratel's getting pinged out. Chosen says, don't worry, bro, I got you. Swings all the way back around, picks up a 2-piece, and now 1 individual. Zebra Mini Horse is the final individual on ICCU East and is going, West. Boise State, well on their way to a map 5 victory, 4-2 so far here.
Yeah, this is match point for them right now in the flank play. This is knowledge of the map and knowing where the team is and where they're going to push. He held that angle for a really long time, knew the guy in the window, had rotated out, went for the long rotation around through their own spawn, and takes it.
The Baratel top, I'm going to say, was the winner there.
Yeah, they never knew Chosen was there because Baratel held their focus on A. So definitely good team plays all around, and the communication has definitely been on point of, hey, they're pushing me. All right, I got the flank.
Yeah, and ICCU, thought for a second they had the advantage. Little do you know, right behind you. Slippery Toad's going to find one there. Riley's going to be the First Blood this time around. Boise State looking to close this out. They need 2 more rounds, and they've been looking so good here. Again, Chosen looking strong. Fish looking great. And as far as ICCU is concerned, One Trick Pony has absolutely opened up the duffel bag and said, hop on in, guys. I will help you out here. Fisher not going to find anything here. Couple of ticks to confirm, so he'll peel back, try to get his heel on. Wow, 2 members there. He's going to find one.
Team kill.
Oh, no, that's what happened. So much like in real life, Fish going to take out Baratel, and now Fish will have himself and himself alone to think about it, as this could be pushed to yet another map. We'll see here. And this is not the setup you want to be. Yeah, just what are you going to do?
Didn't check his corners.
He's just going to walk out and just, hey, check me out. Wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man. Just like
even threw the nade into the trophy system. The final elimination just shot into the back.
Poor guy.
Not what you want to see, especially after just murdering your teammate with a headshot, no less. You just put him out of his misery.
They were just using hitbox, checkers. They were just trying to see if the hitboxes were ringing true, and the answer is yes.
Make sure that's not the hitbox of Pathfinder from Apex when it released.
Exactly. More like a Gibraltar kind of situation here. So again,
Give me.
give me, baby. 8-4 looking good for Boise State. Fish going to take a couple of shots right in his sternum. Zebra looking to make a maneuver here. The rest of his crew swinging around, and it does look like Riley is going to be dropped in the meantime here. Boise State was in the lead, and it's slowly starting to slip through their fingers. Fish should have a look at this window, clears it on out, says no more of that, and again jumps on in, is going to find one. Fish is heating up, folks. Tack is going to come on in, but not going to find anything, as it looks like KD looking to do their best Oklahoma Thunder impression. Instead is going to throw a grenade out, tries to throw it back, is going to be mowed down. Nate is good. Boise State is one win away from securing their next step of the tournament.
Michael's been clutching up right now, even taking out the bomb carrier so early on. Didn't even realize he had the bomb, but goes on to get a two-piece for himself.
Oh, so good.
FFAR is really paying off in these close-range engagements with that highest rate of fire for any assault rifle.
Michael the Fisher King Fisher just smacking people this round. 10-4.
Yeah, so now Boise State on the attack has been their weakest side of the two so far. So now if they win this attack round, they will take it. And you have to wonder how fatigued these players are, because
It's a long
we've
map,
never
dude.
seen anyone play a best of 5. They're on map 5, and now they're going the distance on Search and Destroy as well.
John McClain turns the corner, is like, nope, never mind. Takes a couple of shots to reiterate that fact. Slippery Toad was trying to chase him down, but Baratel says, take a nap. And again, Baratel just doing a great job of playing the long man, if you will. Silver Chosen going to be jumping on through there. Zebra Mini Horse was able to find 2 as well. Turns the corner. Chosen says, get down. The unbelievable move there from the side of Baratel. He's going to hit him with the revolver, pick up some more ammo. He doesn't even really need it, but we won't say anything to him.
Gives you a buff as well.
Yeah, so he's going to find a little bit of help there. But again, Baratel, strong move. On a 3 streak now.
1v1 with the Magnum, going for the style points. Even going to plant it in the enemy sightline, but they're not even going to move.
They're not
You
there.
don't even have sightline on B. Why would you hold it? That's very questionable, but Baratel's still going to hold it.
Come on, Baratel.
Pressure's on. He's going to see it, but the exchange went back and forth. Stun comes out, isn't even going to hit him. Goes for the push and gets it with the
Ball
hip
bang.
fire.
Yep. Poor Baratel. Looks super fly there for a quick second. Even gets the plant, but we are moving closer and closer to the final do or die. ICCU will find yet another 5-4. So they're still up against the wall, but that was a good showing. A great momentum shift for them.
But you also have to know that Michael is yelling at Baratel. If you had your primary, you would have won that. But Baratel is here for the fun and games, as he should.
And
be,
again, it's that A point. That's his kind of, place of business. Put him on the A, let him sit there, and maybe he sat, yes, for a little bit too long. Should have known that he was found out and that you can, in fact, shoot through those walls. ICCU will find yet another opportunity to come back in this.
But Boise State back on the defense has been their strongest side of this map.
As you've mentioned, absolutely. So we'll see if that comes into favor for him.
That will not be good with Chosen running into the enemy, but does not get eliminated.
Whoa.
Instead, once again, Riley has been the first elimination so often.
It's the
for
impatience.
Boise State.
I'm guilty of that every time. I'm the first one to die every time in S&D just because I want to get that good position. I want to be the first one there.
Just hold W and say, I can make
I
it.
can do it, and that's just not the case 90% of the time. So an aggressive play finds Boise State wanting, but it won't necessarily be a death knell. Again, they have a round to mess around with. You said historically, defense is kind of their way to be. Silver Chosen has to get on out of there, but is not going to be able to do so. Traded across the board. So 3v2, Baratel and Michael, the caster duo, looking to make something happen here.
Now Michael can do it. He's holding this cafe by himself with the trophy system right by B. Baratel with the snipe attempt, but does not get the bullets off in time. Michael
Come on,
is able to take down the trophy system and the bomb planter.
Oh, he knows you're there, dude. Fish! Oh, I thought he was going to do it. So it will come down. Final map, final round, final game for these two teams. One of them making their way out of the closest series they've had. The others will feel the entire tournament slip between their fingers. And right now, Fish has to open up that backpack. Chosen has to help with the load. Baratel just needs to do their thing, and on the side of ICCU, just keep doing what you have been doing. One Trick Pony looking good, and the rest of the crew looking to back him up, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, it's not hard to have a bias right now as a BSU fan.
No, absolutely. No.
Against ICCU, but I mean,
either way, I get to make fun of these guys, so it works out in my
you
favor,
have to
right?
give props to both of these teams because they've gone this far.
The
No
distance.
other team has.
I don't know what Disney song talks about going the distance. Maybe Chat can help us out, but that is exactly what is going on. Thank you. I appreciate it. See?
Yeah, I've never lost a Disney song challenge for a reason.
You're like, but a map 5, round 5, that's a whole different story. Meanwhile, one aside, Baratel gets dropped. Slippery Toad going to find that one. It's looking bleak for Boise State production here.
Hey, at least Riley was in first blood.
It's just chosen one of their strong members.
Tiny wins.
Tac Mask is going to be procced there. Riley looking for the angle here. Bomb Plant is not even the option. They're going for eliminations. They're going to find Mike here, and now they can move their way up towards B as Riley, the final opportunity, usually the first to drop, is going to have to check. Going to find one. Got to land those shots. Was able to do so. 1v2.
I mean, it's a possibility, but they know he's on A, so the B plant's going to go down, which is the team play you want to see, even the trophy system.
And there it is. ICCU will join the other ICCU crew, picking up a big ol' win. It went as far as you can. Best play here coming out of Slippery Toad, but as we mentioned, absolutely disgusting. And ICCU will pick up yet another. Both teams of ICCU moving their way forward, and should be proud of that as the giving games again for Idaho Food Bank is going on strong here. And as far as everything is concerned, with that, we have a snapshot of our upcoming semifinals. But the other teams are not done yet. We still have 2 bowl games, and the Idaho State Production versus the Idaho National Guard, and then Trailers Plus versus Go Out Local as well. As we take a look again, Java Express picked up the win over Go Out Local, and Drop In Gaming, as we saw earlier, over Trailers Plus. And both ICCU teams just looking super stellar, while ICCU East made it through in, not surprising fashion, as they have been dominating everywhere. ICCU West went all the way, Game 5, Map 5, Number 5, Give Me 5, as they find themselves, again, moving on to the next round. So plenty to have here as we continue on. It looks like we will have, not speaking of ICCU and their dominant fashion, the ICCU Player of the Game and our predictions. The ICCU Player of the Game is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's, helping members achieve financial success. Any suggestions, any guesses as to who might be your ICCU Player of the Game there?
I mean, it's hard not to say Spades with how dominating he was for the East team, as well as, Michael was the star player of the BSU production team. We had, names not failing
we've
me
seen
now.
so
There
many.
was a lot of teams. I mean, these players played very well. Oh, there was a star player from every team. We saw Shawnee Tsunami on the side of Drop In Gaming.
Yep.
So it's hard not to give it to one of the star players that did their job very well. And at the same time, like you mentioned, highlighting players like Baratel, who just did their job of holding the point the whole time. They may not have had that high KD, but they did their job. So it looks like it is going to go over to the side of Shawnee Tsunami.
Yeah, and again, no real surprises here. Right off the bat, we started this broadcast and went, oh, this guy is on a rampage. And that phrase continued to be uttered from our mouths match after match after match. And in fact, it became a point of huge contention, as you see in the S&D rounds that we'll get a peek at. Once that guy was dropped, it caused significant issues for that crew. But again, just looking stellar, as Shawnee Tsunami is Idaho Central Credit Union's Player of the Game, and rightfully so.
Yeah, and he's also the one we saw the most of because we watched the most Drop-In Gaming matches. So we saw how well this player can play in the game and how skilled they were and how key they were to their team, because as soon as he died, as you mentioned, on Search and Destroy, the other team could come back and win it. But also highlighting members of Trailers Plus and Go Out Local. Go Out Local had Metal. Trailers Plus kind of had their whole plethora. Each player had their moment on that team. So it's hard to pick the top player there.
Absolutely.
And it's hard not to say literally vibing, because at the same time on Control, they were on the kill streak. They were the last one alive. They made it from a 2v7 to a 2v3.
Right.
So each each team had their star player that had their own moment, so giving it to Tsunami makes sense because we saw them the most.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And as far as all of the games were concerned, while some of the overalls may have been lopsided, there were definitely, as you mentioned, superstars on every team, shining moments on those crews as well. And even the little guy, if you will, had just very inauspicious climax of plays, if you will, as far as the overall is concerned. So it's been an unbelievable night for the Giving Games, again, playing for the Idaho Food Bank. Big shout-outs to all of our crews as well. And as we start to close things down, anything that you take away as far as either the players, the brackets, who to look out for? Do we just assume ICCU is the team to beat? I guess we'll never know. Actually, we will here in the next handful of weeks as we start to close things out. We're going to close with our top plays presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into the real time. With more than 10 jobs offering a $20K bonus and your degree of choice paid for, the Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Let's check out those top plays. But they are at their final respawn. This is it for this crew, and that is it for Weirdbeard. That is it for Rozard. It is 2v7 total, and you do not have much to come from. Nice jump there from Vibes. Gonna cut that down to 5. Gonna cut that down to 4. Literally vibing is literally the last chance for this trade out. The death knell. Final 50 seconds they already have this point. Pretty well secure.
Yeah, Pickleflor even using that cruise missile as finally Riley is able to take out Pickleflor. Where gets one elimination for the blue side of the board as 3 members come jumping in and all get taken down. Spades is running the max level of camo that you get from completing all of the multiplayer and zombies challenges right now, so kind of a threat to be reckoned with as now the artillery is coming out under 3 members of Boise State production. We'll pick up 2, so he's on his way to get that cruise missile. Go 2 more rounds before they take it. Boise State's going to have a solid push, and going down mid against a really good sniper is not what you want to see.
Yikes.
Even a shot through the wall, he's going to get it, so that is a welcomed celebration for Spain.
You see this? That's one of those clip it moments where he just pans around. Yeah, I hope you're watching that because I sure as heck wasn't expecting that.
So now with a sniper that we have not seen.
Riley is taken on out at the end of things, and it looks like one trick here gonna find Baratel. Michael Fisher is the only one remaining here, as it does look like Michael is gonna find one. He saw the second, he's got an opportunity, and Fish clutches it out!